Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Kimchi Cast for the LLA 2024 Spring Split Day 6 or Week 2, Day 3. Opening today's matches, we have 6 Carmen All Knights. I almost said Leviathan because I really dislike them at this point. I'm pretty biased, but it is a tough matchup this week. The bottom 2 teams in the LLA right now, 6 Karma had a pretty good series yesterday against Leviathan, as Leviathan would narrowly come back from 1-0 down to take the series 2-1 and send All Knights to 0-2. And 6 Karma, I mean, lose game 1 to, I believe it was win game 1 against Infinity. I did not cover this game. That series ended at like midnight, so I'm actually really happy I didn't. But All Knights also 1-0 lead, lose the last 2 games, especially painful when you realize All Knights kind of had the lead in games 2 and 3 on certain points, and it just did not land. They could not stick the landing in that series, sadly, and both of the teams are 1-4 and have fallen to 0-2 on the season. So this match matters all that much more because now that Infinity has a win, this is a battle for 6th place, the last transfer spot into the playoffs, as we see the Rumble instantly get locked in. 6 Karma actually going a bit unorthodox. Getting rid of the Corki seems like it's going to be the new move until we move to 14. Actually, even as we move into 14-2 next week, probably will stay the same, but this does leave the Ashe available, and right now, Ashe Varus returns to pro play. It's very, very interesting that we are back. Kind of went full circle. We started with the Ashe Varus, went to Enchanters, stayed on Enchanters, back to Ashe Varus again. It's very interesting, but it will just actually be a Cassante lock-in for Hidan here. I think they want to actually kind of see what they're facing in the bot lane before locking in the Ashe, knowing if they want to go a tank or an engage, or if they want to go an Enchanter like Lulu Milio, or if they want to go with the Ashe for that very aggressive lane. And 6 Karma, knowing that they are considering the Ashe Forest, I think might just snipe the Ashe here right now. Completely possible. And they will actually snipe the Ashe away, and I think this is going to be Rebel on it. Not many, I believe, Ashe ADCs. I should always just have open my... I really should just have this open at this point. But I don't believe Ashe is getting much play at all right now. I need to... 19 games. And I'm seeing more support than ever on the Ashe right now. Yeah, a lot of supports as we see the Vi get locked in here. So this is not a bad draft for now. But it is... they need to kind of figure out what they want to play in this bot lane now. Because Lucian's banned and doesn't synergize with Ashe anyways. Kallista's banned away, doesn't synergize with Ashe. You need an ADC here that's going to synergize, and that isn't named Varus. Because Varus is kind of the name of the game, as we see nobody pick up the Azir and ban away the Nico here. I feel All Knight should be banning away an ADC at least. I mean, get rid of the mid laner, obviously. But they need to ban away probably one more ADC. If I had a guess... Caitlyn banned away, another good supporting ADC. But what would you even pair with the Ashe? That isn't... I mean, Misfortune? If you want to go lethality Misfortune here, I think that would be the angle for 6 Karma right now. I can't really think... I don't know if it... I don't think it's going to work with Kai'Sa into a Varus. Just with a range advantage, they're not even going to ban an ADC away. There's 3 ADCs banned already. And 4 mid laners? 4 mid lane bans. 5 mid lane bans, a jungle ban. And a lot of... yeah, you can see the priority here. There's a lot of strong mid laners right now, and there's pretty much a set of 4 ADCs that are playable in the game and are very consistently played. It's painful. As Maokai taken away from Grell. Intriguing. As is this gonna... they did bust this out before, and it did not... we've seen it busted out. It didn't work. Not the Zac jungle. We could be seeing the Zac jungle. Actually, Grell did win on it yesterday, 0-1-6, but I'm talking about week 1. Where is it? I believe it was week 1. We saw it busted out, but it will be the Viego actually for Grell here. Did play it yesterday in a loss to Infinity in game 2. I'm trying to find the freaking... Was it? It might be LEC I'm thinking of then, or LCS. It is LCS, 100%. The Zac didn't work mid, is my answer. And we're going to just see the Talia mid, and what on earth are you drafting ADC here? Just what the heck are you going to draft ADC? Unless you're going to put Ashe ADC. You could put the Ashe ADC and take something like the Renata, or you could take something like the Nautilus. Always an option, but I just don't see that as an angle, and it's going to be the... I don't believe this. This is fake. Ezreal ADC with the Ashe support. That kind of makes me want to vomit. Just a little. That just kind of makes me want to vomit. Ezreal 1-4 on the season right now. He's still trying to find his footing. Doesn't help that most of the people playing him aren't the best at their roles or are on slightly worse tier teams, as you're going to see. Yeah, the Nautilus picked up. I assumed it was going to be Nautilus at this point, considering they have enough damage. They don't need an enchanter in this situation because it is an Ashe. They actually do really want hard engage to punish the weak early levels of the Ashe Ezreal. Because Ashe has Hail Blades. That is it. Ashe has slows. If you jump onto her, she is super squishy and can't really do anything into you until she gets Frost Shot. And Ezreal, pre-6, or pre-3, he is very easy to pick off. Yeah, no, but to be fair, 3 of the people who have played it are very low tier, not even low tier, but just bottom tier LCK teams. The other one is Deft, and the other one is Shun, who is a very good ADC, but had a tough game against Xayah in the PCS. I love the PCS, so I will always talk good on them. But I do tolerate 6 Karma's draft. I don't think it's that good. I think they tried too hard to snipe away the Ashe because they knew it was going to come in on R3 if they didn't take it, but they didn't really seem like they had a plan to go with it since the Varus was already taken. And that's kind of the core issue here, is they didn't it didn't seem like they really had a plan beyond take the Ashe away, hope for the best. And yeah, usually when your plan is take away a pick, hope something happens, it doesn't work out very often. I'm gonna move this off screen, sorry. Don't spill it, good. As we jump into game 1, both teams looking for their first win of the season. This win could, of course, be huge because you take control of the last playoff spot for the time, and you have tiebreaker over this team in the case of you being tied entering the final. You have advantage entering the final round robin. So we are just halfway through, as this will be the halfway point for almost every team that isn't Infinity and Leviathan, as we see an aggressive invade here by 6 Karma to get early vision. And are they going to stick around? That is the one thing they do have. Very good harass here if Gastrix and Trigo walk too far forwards. I mean, I joked about it last time I casted All Knights, but All Knights are just really the CBLOL super team of the Latin American League. Oh, and they will at least get something, but Matanza is on vision, so probably just going to see Grell Raptors into blue buff here to respond and probably steal away the Gromp if needed. He does have a lot of pressure because Mataz not actually going to take away the Gromp. Is on vision once again. They know he's on vision, and you already see the engage. Rebel already just forced to start chugging the potions. That is exactly why you pick hard engage into an Ashe support lane, especially one that doesn't have a very weak lane partner in Ezreal, who, yeah, is not optimal for the Ashe lane. Obviously, it was just a what's the best thing we have available for it that can actually provide utility. I don't think I would have went for the Misfortune. I like Misfortune right now, which is a bold statement because I absolutely hated Misfortune for almost the entirety of last season. She was just garbage tier. But Ash Misfortune, it works when it works, and we see Ache just getting hard push into Hidan here. And now 6 Karma getting hard push everywhere. 5 Kid just, what are you doing? That's more damage than it's worth tanking to get a single poke. With the little movement you get out of it. Now 5 Kid in dangerous. He's going to get the root force to cleanse away. The flash stun comes through from Grell, but now Grell has the abilities of the Ezreal, and he's going to get himself a double kill. What on earth happened there, 6 Karma? I mean, it is 5 Kid just overextending. I don't even know what you thought you could do there. You're an Ezreal at level 3, at level 2. You aren't even level 3 yet. What is 5 Kid doing there? You have no disengage unless you burn your cleanse flash. You didn't have E. You didn't have Arcane Shift. You used your Arcane Shift for the dumbest play ever. You tank a turret shot. Gastrix is just gonna pick you off here. Good cleanse at least, but just doesn't use flash. And it allows Gastrix to just go forwards. And then Rebel just doesn't have anything. Used flash heal to get away already, and I mean, 6 Karma just paid the price. That is a steep price to pay, and 6 Karma had to do it as Ache trying to position maybe to let Mataz in, because now Hidan's forced to walk away from his turret, and he's going to use the footwork to get away. He has the Pathmaker available. He's actually going to take Mataz onto the turret, and a nice Q3, forcing the flash out of the jungler of 6 Karma, and Hidan makes chicken salad out of chicken scratch. Very, very well played from the top lane of all Knights, as they just seem to be getting advantages all over. As yes, Chigo going that lethality. Varus, as expected here, was going to go it probably regardless, especially if he had the Ashe pairing. It would have been very nice, as we see tears come out for both of them. And the Noon Quiver already finished for Grell. 28 CS, 2 kills, and he's got a shutdown. And now he's looking to hurt 6 Karma, knowing they have no flashes available. And now he's spotted out as Gastrix went forward, and now they know that the enemy jungle is here. And now Mataz answering through the lane himself, just here to make sure nothing further goes down. But now stunned up by Grell. That's a good amount of damage too from this Viego. But now Mataz going forwards. The blast shield going to block a little bit. But Trigo is really the only one who's going to get punished here, as he's going to go insanely low, and maybe Steel coming through. Mataz going to go forwards, and they will get this Gromp out at least, but no summoners burned. They only get positioning on the river. Also, if you're wondering why there's a little timer down, you can see the timer for the Rift Scuttle. That is just a bug. It's very odd. It's for the opposite Scuttle from what I've seen. It means the other Scuttle is alive. And it's very weird, and it doesn't really make any sense, but it happens. I think Grell's going to get spotted out here. That control word will be able to spot him. No, the other one's not even alive. Why is there a time? That's just a glitch. That's a very nice bug that exists, as we see Grell going for these Void Grubs and actually getting a lot of extra value off of killing the little mites and getting the credit for it. So yeah, this is just going to be a 3-0. This is going to be the first 3 clean over to All Knights. They will not really need to worry now. They've already denied 6 Karma the ability to get the mites on the map, so they have full control, as Mataz will trade the Hextech Drake for this. Should be able to take it very fast. Vi, very good at clearing objectives solo with the 3-hit passive and the auto resets on her side, especially now that All Knights are pushed under their turret, have no way to really move over, and we see 6 Karma just getting their bot lane up there to back. And it's it's recovery. It's the start of something. They're really gonna need a lot here to make this work. I mean, they have a 20 CS lead in bot lane, but Trigo's gold is probably made up almost entirely by the pair of assists he got. Just wait, that pair of assists was very valuable to keep him in this game, despite being very far behind in CS. I mean, Ache going to get a nice lead over here in farm. So if there is plenty of opportunities for 6 Karma to get back into this game with very little difficulty, I can already see it, but they need the engage to go right. They have only an Ash Arrow, and I mean, they have Ash Arrow. If Seiya can hit it again, we saw Seiya and Mataz connect beautifully yesterday on this Talia Vi to win game 1 against Leviathan, but they're gonna need to run it back again. It's kind of the thing that I criticized Leviathan for yesterday, putting all your hopeful CC and engage onto one or two people, onto one person is not very good. And it's probably going to mostly be on Seiya or Matans to get this started, to get the party started for 6 Karma here, as they're going to be the ones who are able to go the most forward, besides Ache, but Ache has a slow and a flame spitter and a flamethrower. That is really it. He doesn't have any really good CC, unless he burns Equalizer and Electro Harpoons on it. Is he spotted? No, but he's going to actually get this really aggressive push onto Hadan now. Very good trade. He just needs... I mean, he's really able to avoid giving over some grasp sacks because of that range of the Flame Spitter and the Electro Harpoons. You can see continuing to just zone him off the wave, put him low on HP, so he has to consider stepping up and taking trades. Is Mataz spotting out Grell here, and Grell just booking it. So, again, Mataz getting aggressive with his positioning, but he's not going to be able to steal away the Gromp this time. Just having to wonder where Grell went, and making sure he doesn't explode spontaneously is great push there from Ache for, or I guess not even forcing, just getting the TP out as we see Grell with the Kraken Slayer at 9.5. That is pretty good. Gastrix walks too far forwards here. He's going to get caught out. The arrow, he's forced to flash away. So the Enchanted Crystal Arrow getting a lot of value out there, actually. So he will snipe away. Not even snipe away. I guess, yeah, snipe away the flash off of Gastrix, but it's not the end of the world. He does have the Hex Flash available, so he can just continue to hide and use it to engage when they are least expecting Gastrix to be there. But he will make it just a little bit slower, and that's what matters. It gives them a little bit more time to spot and react the Nautilus plays. So, I think we're seeing the positioning for... No, we're just seeing Grell clear his camps while Mataz is going for Scuttle. I didn't know if they were both going to go for it, and they were going to rotate nobody up for it. But choosing to not go for that, as Mataz looking for these grubs to deny All Knights. The Void Mites as Rebel, forced to flash away, but now Grell flashing on his own, nobody, and he's gonna get knocked back with the Seismic Shove, but it goes to Rebel. And that is, what, 2 ults invested there to get a very valuable shutdown onto, I mean, yes, it is onto Rebel, but that is gold that your team still needs, as you see the gold lead swing to about 500 for 6 Karma. Rebel's recall being griefed by the Void Mites. Very painful, I know. As the shovel comes through, and a nice hook into the ulti. An incredible Enchanted Crystal Arrow is actually going to give Seiya the ability to flash away. Absolutely beautiful right there from 6 Karma. They are just... I mean, that was very well played on the map. And that is picture perfect. I would not have imagined any other situation going nearly as well. 5-Kid is in a pretty rough spot. He's going to ulti to clear this wave away. I think he knows what's up. As Gastrix here trying to predict, and it doesn't work out. The hook goes wide. 5-Kid, ice in the veins, doesn't even fear, doesn't even worry about the hook landing, because he is confident in his ability to get out of dodge there. As Ache fighting Hadan now, as Hadan is pushed up pretty far into pretty much up to turret. So going to get a lot of damage back onto Hadan here. Getting that Cassante nice and low, but he has the Spectre's Cowl, so we will be healing up quite just enough of that damage, honestly. It will be a tied Drake, though. as with the pressure gained for All Knights there, they will get the dragon. Okay, so what? I know this part. Yeah, great juggle there, but nobody goes to sidestep the seismic shove, and the arrow is placed right where Seiya wants it to go, because it's either get hit by the shove or get hit by the enchanted crystal arrow, and that is coordination that's what gets you places, as nobody's on a ward. So he will be spotted here. I think he was fishing for a potential shuffle in a few seconds when he gets that ulti back up. Didn't happen. Grell going to clear out the vision, take the... Oh, actually, good buffer there on the enchanted crystal arrow, but that's ulti for ulti now, as this is going to be the lethality ash, so Rebel's gonna have ulti pretty fast soon enough, as we see the Essence Reaver out, Nashor's Tooth for nobody, and Bloodsong finished for Rebel now. Gastrix running away, doesn't have the flash available still, and he's going to get hit by the cease and desist into the seismic shove. Mataz will secure the kill, don't even need the True Shot Mirage, and 6 Karma punish a very aggressive overextension there from Gastrix for... Why was he up there? I know for vision, but geez, dude, that was a bit too far forwards, bit too much confidence, I would say, to justify it. Ache teleporting back after getting the Leandries, and the Hollow Radiance finish for Hadan. That is going to be real nice into this double AP comp. As is Ache stuck? He's going to get all outed on. Grell, does he have the lockdown? Will land it, but they need to secure this kill because Ache's not going to be able to dance away. Hadan will take this kill onto Ache, and it's something. It's the start, hopefully, of something for All Knights, as Trigo gets half of his health just deleted. So the enemy finish, the enchanted crystal arrow landing onto nobody into the seismic shove. He can't shuffle away just yet. And he's going to thread on the divide, but it's not even going to do anything at that point. Nobody will fall to Rebel once again. Jeez, Rebel. Hungry man. And Gatrix caught out, forced to flash over the wall. There's no enchanted crystal arrow or cease and desist available, so at least they can run and get the Rift Herald as they have Mataz down bot lane, but 5-Kid pushing in this turret. Now Seiya is here to just punish any potential engage, any potential overextension, throwing down the Herald in mid here, as they will lose first turret still, but now going forwards with the Herald tanking, they will be able to get this first turret, and now they want to try and catch out Ache again. He has no shield, he has no abilities. Hadan is trying to zone. Ache, a nice scrap shield though, as they will be able to get in. Mataz jumped in and gets it, and now it's a double kill for Mataz, and Trigo's on the wrong side. Seiya teleports in, and it will be a triple. It will be a third kill, actually, as Rebel goes on a killing spree. I don't even think he tried to get that. He stole the red, he got the red buff off of Grell there, and actually secured a kill with it, which is absolutely wild to me, that he autoed so long ago and accidentally secured that. Would have been nice to have that on Seiya, who is playing the ultimate support Talia at 004, but your Ashe is 312. I mean, it has a dirt cheap item finished, and this looks so good. This looked so good again from All Knights. Another angle that they thought was going to work out, but here is where 6 Karma, skin of their teeth, play Scrap, Shield, and the VIQ jumping in. They get one. They don't get Mataz because of the coup de grace, and Trigo out in the middle of no man's land. Rebel secures the kill with the red buff. And it's 2,000 gold ahead for 6 Karma now. Nobody knows that there's 3 people there. He knows, and he's going to go in, gets the shuffle, and it only catches Mataz, but he's going to have the depth charge onto him, and that will be a shutdown for Grell, and that will be a valuable swing of gold. But Trigo, all alone under the turret, gets equalizered on. The arrow will land. Are you kidding me? And it's going to be Ache taken down. Trigo, you've got to be joking with how damn good these arrows have been. The flash with the Spectrum all will get 5-Kid in exchange. But this guy is wild as Grell continuing to go forward. But there's the overheat damage coming through. But Grell gets the kill with, I believe that was red buff burn again. And so All Knights go 3-4-2 right there. Not terrible considering you got a really big shutdown too. Or not a shut. Yeah, you got the shutdown on Mataz. I believe Mataz had a shutdown. But look at this. Just good shuffle and then depth charge. Perfect. Good. Shutdown into the Viego. Not a bad place to have it. This arrow juked by Grell. Absolutely hilarious. Hits Trigo in mid. That is pain. I know that feeling. That is... I play Ashe support, so I know exactly how that makes people feel. Because it is very painful. Okay. Does he kill with red buff here? Or does Ezreal have a burn? No, he's out of Ezreal form at this point. Yes, it is. Oh, does... No, 5K doesn't have Ignite either. Okay. So he does actually just yoink this kill with the red buff. Hidan getting jumped on by Rebel. Just going to use the Pathmaker, reduce some damage, get away. As Seiya will take this top tier 1. And Mataz will steal away these Krungs as All Knights get their second Drake of the game. I mean, it's only 2 Drakes, so it's not the biggest deal. Nobody pushing in this bot lane can be a big threat. But Ajay is here, and he's just going to steal away the Krugs in response. The arrow flies wide. Don't even need to worry about it. The lull is here, pretty much. As everyone has their first item finished now. We're seeing a lot of damage, though. That is the thing. A lot of damage is coming through from this 6 Karma draft, pretty much. All of these. They drafted 5 damage dealers, pretty much, as they're going to jump out of Gastrix. And this is the hard part. He's going to be able to hook away, but here comes the Weaver's Wall. They use 4 ultis right there. 3 ultis. Sorry, the arrow wasn't even on, but 3 ultis to take down Gastrix again. And now the angle is... There could be an angle here, actually, for All Knights, but 6 Karma are so far back already. They're already so safe. They just need to find anything. The 6 Karma are running away with this one. Don hiding on bush. But 5K just going to back away, so nothing to really worry about there as they're looking to rotate onto this top lane. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is available. Grell is going to meet Mataz. The arrow will fly, it will land onto nobody. And now he's getting seismic shoved after getting Vault Breakered. And the Emperor's Divide is just not even close to in time. 5Kid. They don't know where 5Kid went. They didn't know 5Kid was there. So that was a scary moment. As the Baron has spawned, I can't tell. Oh, it's basic Baron. It's boring Baron. Who cares? It's the same Baron from for pretty much every season since like 5. Very boring. But right now, still only 2,000 gold ahead. The gold league's barely moved, but it is All Knights getting pretty kind of outplayed everywhere. Like, this is a 6 Karma team that is playing very well, playing very coordinated. This Ashe support has been very good. It has been hitting pretty hard, and you can see the gold lead. Yeah, it started so well for All Knights. Grell got that early double kill, and it gave him a gold lead, and it fell. Grell's still in the lead for gold in this game, but it is so much harder so hard to say that it is even close. As the arrow again lands onto Trigo, there's the Weaver's Wall, there's the equalizer. Flash away, the seismic shove won't land, but Seiya, I believe, might have some chase, but no. First time Trigo survived being smacked in the face by the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. That's like the 4th time this game already. As the hook, depth charge lands onto Rebel. That will be a big shutdown onto Grell, but Grell is just stunned up. He's going to use the Heartbreaker to get over the wall, but Mataz will flash follow with the denting blows, and it is a big shutdown onto this Vi now, as this mid-tier 1 will not be long for this rift and will disappear. And even though this is a very AP heavy draft for 6 Karma, the AD is still unbelievable. I think that, yeah, definitely. Mataz has Frozen Heart finished here. I mean, seriously, Leandries. 2 Leandries and seriously, and a Seraph's on Talia, terrifying as nobody's just caught out again. He tries to shuffle away, but it's not going to matter. Trigo almost, or not Trigo, sorry, Rebel almost getting a very incredible predict. Sorry, I'm just so used to saying Trigo when I see that arrow because he's been getting smacked in the head by it repeatedly. The spell shield. He bought the Edge of Night. He's getting superstitious. The Lich Bane for nobody. Very useful here, actually. As almost everyone on second item, the only ones not on second item are support. Grell having to get out. How do you dodge all that? What? No way. This game. Because they don't know specifically where all of 6 karma are, but they don't want to find out, really. This game is still within 2,000 somehow. Like, you look at it, the gold lead is so... The CS lead is absolutely huge. Uh-oh. Diego's spell shield is gone. Hidan can just position very aggressively forwards. He has a lot of ability to. Mataz gets hooked in to the depth charge, and the equalizer will land onto everybody, but Mataz has already fallen. They will trade back Gastrix, but now All Knights have the jungle advantage and should be able to get this Drake here. But will it be at the cost of their turrets? 6 karma are looking to either get this push or invade the enemy jungle and get that top push as well. Nobody going to throw forward a soldier. No ultis available here. The Weaver's Wall will go out. Where? Where did that Weaver's Wall go? Or did she just take damage? As they do get their third Drake. No, it's used. What? I guess they were chasing Rebel. Uh-oh, Gastrix might be walking into the wrong part of... Wrongest part you could find of the city. As 6 karma just going to start this Baron. They're spotted out. And All Knights are on the way, but they don't really have anything to steal it away. I mean, they have Smite, obviously, but they don't really have anything to force a fight here. The arrow going to land onto Hidan, and blue side get the Baron. 6 karma. Grell gets there just early. That is painful. Just too early on it. He actually did get the smite, but he put it just like 100 damage early. So it will be Ache who secures the Baron. Nobody is tanking this turret. I don't know what he thought was going to happen with that wave, as this wave will just go away for 6 karma. The Sun Disc will do next to nothing here, as 6 karma just going to walk around it. Even if All Knights fight under it, it's not really going to matter. This gold lead's still in 2,000. It's barely even getting to 3,000 as the flash hook actually going to land in a great depth charge onto the Rumble here as the equalizer burned. Grell already going down. Hidan just continuing to go forwards. A nice hook lands and Mataz will fall. Hidan just trying to tank for as long as he can. He will. Nobody is throwing the damage in there. Triple kill with the Sand Soldiers will burn 3 Baron buffs off of 6 karma, and it's so well played there. It is a really good, it's a really good catch out here. You see flash hook onto Rebel, boom, instant depth charge. Nobody makes someone disappear, and it's great. And Hidan just continues to go forward. Gastrix lands one last hook as his final gift to All Knights. As Trigo does so much damage there, and the burn and the soldiers finish the job for nobody to get a triple, and now 5,100 damage that fight. 44, I mean, usually 4,400 is the number that we're like, holy cow, but Ache just got out damage there. I mean, that equalizer was massive too. That was such a big equalizer. Just does so much. That was a super valuable equalizer. All of All Knights went forward. He probably could have added the Viego onto the list of just killed people earlier if he did get to use the equalizer on him. Sadly, right when he used it, Rebel dropped dead, so he was able to dodge all of the damage, most of the damage at least, if not all of it, on the equalizer, and didn't really do much. It just allowed nothing. He just did take away some damage numbers, that because Grell died in that fight just eventually. But now we see oh my goodness, the Banshees. The spell shields are super needed. Ashe is just going to be a cross-map nightmares. You see the damage numbers. Ache and All Night. The AP champs are an issue this season as 5 Kid and company just pushing in this bond tier 2. There's going to be no chance of stopping this. All Knights, maybe they can find a catch out here. They have 4. The teleport coming in now for Seiya. And we got ourselves a team fight. They need to find the angle to engage if they want to actually go, but nobody's actually going to take this chance to teleport mid and to start pushing. All Knights have the ability to zone Six Karma off entirely, and this turn will be gone. That opens up mid lane so well, but now getting jumped on an incredibly jaded Grizzlero leads to a good Weaver's Wall to allow Seiya to go in. It will be a kill going over to Seiya. It's going to be Mataz getting Grell down. Nobody trying to do so much, but he's in 4. He needs to be so careful here. He's getting Ache so low, but a nice flash ball breaker is going to secure. Oh, he's going to get CC. Never mind, but he will fall eventually, but gets the shutdown onto 5 kid. I botched that so badly, but Mataz, gorgeous ball breaker to finish that one. And now, I mean, the bad man is down. He got a turret, but he can't get anything else. It looked like maybe he was going to finish it. This is a great Weaver's Wall to follow up the Enchanted Grizzlero. Gastric's actually doing, again, one last favor to his team, finishing the job. Seiya is just so strong and able to flash away. That Seraph shield is absolutely massive. Nobody's doing so much damage, though. Look at Rebel, forced to flash away, but then he gets jumped on, just determined to finish off one more. He gets the kill onto 5 kid, but that is really all you wrote, as I will just transition off of that. Why are you like this right now? Annoying. Why are you like this? Annoying. Okay. That was stupid. Anyways. Why are you being annoying today? Hi. There we go. I'm back. As we see the Drake fight going out, and that's going to be Gastric's gone. The equalizer is absolutely massive. Grell and Hadan just getting burned alive by it. That's already 2, but nobody's going to find a kill onto Grell here. There's no junglers. It is down to the rest of their teammates to find these kills. Diego going to be able to execute it. 5 kid going insanely deep as nobody going to kill another with the divide. Diego going to find the kill. Rebel shut down. Oh, Seiya's actually going to take the kill on to nobody, and it's a 4 for 3, but All Knights get the soul, so maybe it's worth something. But now they're down 3,000 gold, and it's honestly not that bad compared to before. But that is a 3-item Azir, a 3-item Talia meeting each other in the middle, and it is very dangerous. But we see 5 kid finishing out that Servelda's. And now it's getting dangerous because he's going to be doing a lot of damage. It's just a lot of damage, and it's going to be really hard to do anything about it with that armor pen he's going to get. Or I guess it's lethality and armor pen. It's the Manamune or the Muramana finish as Gastrix forced to flash Diego, aware enough to dance backwards so he doesn't actually get hit by the arrow and lose a spell shield. The Crypt Bloom for Ache is really huge. Actually, he's going to be able to keep his team pretty healed if he can get a pair. If he can just chain some kills together, or at great times, he'll be able to heal his teammates. It's a very good supporting item as Hadan going to get hit by the Vault Breaker, but you got to try and just trade back the damage onto Mataz. So not that bad. Did he go a little low from the minion tanking? So they spot out 3 members of 6 Karma. They don't know where Seiya is. Now they do. As All Knights just trying to push as 4 with Gastrix playing over the wall to try and catch somebody out and be the surprise engage. As now All Knights are rotating to the Baron. This is... okay, good. I was gonna say, if they start the Baron, that is a not good idea. A very bad idea. Let's put it that way. Would not have ended well for All Knights. That could have been catastrophic. The ulti only going to hit Trigo. We'll get the spell shield down, though, and that could be very huge, but nobody positioning pretty well. I'm going to move over to block Trigo for this ulti, as he still has his shield available. And they're just going to throw some poke at each other, trying to get some health bars low before the fight. Maybe bait out some spells if they can. But nothing going down. The poke game continues until... and no one's really going to bend here. Trigo's ulti going to find nobody. Gastrix is already getting pretty chunked by the Talia, so has to be insanely careful. The equalizers very good. Doesn't proc the spell shield of nobody still. But now the Weaver's Wall coming in. Gastric hooks forward, but it's going to be no one being found there. And now, all out, Mataz will go down. Grell will get the healing, actually, and be able to continue to go forwards. He's going to jump forwards with the Heartbreaker recast, but nothing coming through from it. Grell taking a lot of damage. Hadon going to continue to go forwards with that all out, but he's going to get seismic shoved into the landmines and get taken down by Ache. And now, 2 for 1, 6 Karma back in control of this of the position battle. Is there three? Oh, it's still only 3,500 ahead. Trigo, I don't even think that would have hit him, but moves anyways, and to take his back. And the game of chicken, 6 Karma win. Gastrix just knew he was gonna die. Nobody. Ooh, with that death cap is now very good, but Gastrix goes in. He's getting poked down so hard, he pretty much just has to engage, get something for it. And it looks good for All Knights until Hidan just goes forwards again. They caught out Mataz. Maybe they thought they could fight him, but I think that it was just best if they chilled out a little and tried to answer the play, like just play reactively and answer after. But it is what it is. A 6 Karma positioned aggressively on this Baron right now. 5 Kid all alone in mid, and Hidan teleporting back. Mataz is unspotted, though. The arrow will land onto Gastrix, and that is the equalizer going down onto him, and he's just going to die immediately. 5 Kid finishing off the support of All Knights, as we see nobody pushing down in this bot lane, so it might... you can't really base race this. There's no way you finish this in time. They need to steal this Baron. Nobody has the teleport available, though, but he's already onto the tier 3. They're going to wall off Grell here as Ache continues to go forwards. That is the Baron finished for 6 Karma. Now Hidan going all out just to try and survive a little bit longer. They're just stalling for time. Seiya's going to be able to recall, though. Nobody has to get out of dodge as the teleport actually comes through for Seiya. So they will stop the push, but now the teleport coming in from Seiya on the other side. As Tadigo forced to flash away, but Mataz is here. Ache shows up, and it's 2 kills again over to 6 Karma as they finish the job. And that was Ache teleporting again. I'm just an idiot, even though I just said, I teleported back to base. I'm just a moron. And that is basically a 4 for 1? And a lot of base. Nobody on a push of a lifetime. He has Void Staff now from all that. And he is full build, baby. He is a threat to be dealt with. As we see the Eclipse coming through now for Trigo, but Ache and Ko can push insanely hard. You see the damage nobody's putting out. 26,000 only matched or beaten by 5 Kid as the arrow lands onto nobody. That is actually all of the damage dealing gone for All Knights. They have nobody available. Grell is up in 2 seconds, and he's here. No Heartbreaker available. This first Nexus turret is solo. Trigo maybe can find a snipe, but they will be able for now to push 6 Karma out of their base, but it is a costly push 6 Karma out of their base as their main damage dealer is down. And they're going to be able to get these backs off as well. All Knights not really looking to fight at all. They are in... that was a panic mode kind of play. Trigo going to take the spell shield, tank the True Shot Barrage for the spell shield. Say actually walling off All Knights, delaying their aggressive push into the Elder Drake, but Hidan going to get juggled back and take about a third of his health in damage. So not looking very pretty. Already 6 Karma now starting the Elder. They have, they don't even have the soul, but they have the ability, the aggression to Trigo going low. Mataz jumping forwards onto Hidan, but he's going to be able to block it. But now the cease and desist. But it's Mataz on the wrong end as he got rooted up, and a shuffle's going to find it. Nobody will be able to flash the ulti, and that's a double kill already for the mid laner of All Knights. Ache going to find Trigo, and it will be Grell smiting away this Elder Dragon as 6 Karma just need to run away. He gets it anyways. The cancel didn't come through, but he got enough damage down to get the execute threshold as Seiya will take his back here. With, 6 Karma tail between the legs after that fight. All Knights just relying. Ooh, voice cracks, my bad. But All Knights relying so heavily on nobody, and he comes in clutch for them. Crucial kill onto Mataz. Esea goes low, forced to flash away. The arrow's going to land onto Grell, but they need to get him down. He's going to be able to get the shield from the Pathmaker, but I believe he will drop dead here. Actually, is Hadan, and nobody onto the Nexus turrets, but nobody going for Rebel, and he's just going to get the execute. Hadan stuck behind the wall, but he's going to be able to start running now. Mataz taking a lot of damage. Hadan, there's the magic shield gone. Grell has fallen to the True Shot Barrage from across the map. Nobody getting jumped on. And he's going to get executed. The WQ will land onto nobody. And it's a triple kill for 5kid as he finds the plays that make all knights fall to their knees. Phenomenal from 5kid. And this is just a pair or three, like 2 or 3 carries going back and forth. You see nobody going in so hard here. He's able to position very aggressively, but he doesn't have a stopwatch. He doesn't have an hourglass here, so he actually has to be a lot more respectful than I think he's wanting to be. And he doesn't have the spell shield up, so it's just a lot of pain. Why is there a timer on death cap? That's not supposed to be there. As Ache and 5kid looking to push in and finish. Tadigo's here, the arrow. Tadigo can tank it if he needs, but it's not even going to connect. But they have an answer. But Tadigo going to land the chains, and there's the depth charge on to 5kid, forcing them to disengage and getting the cleanse out of the ADC of 6 Karma. This can be very punishing. Or why are they showing all knights here? This can be very punishing if 6 Karma don't play respectfully. And Grell might have found 5kid. He's going to jump onto him with the Heartbreaker. And there goes the Equalizer to try and defend the ADC. But it's not going to matter. The transformation, he's able to Heartbreaker out. Away from everything. Bastrux goes in. And Seiya is dominating now as he 7-1-17, 37-23. This is not your typical game of League of Legends at all. This is not what you normally see in pro play. 60 kills right now, and it is an absolute bloodbath. Nobody going to actually be able to outrun this wall, but he needs to be insanely careful, as there it is, the jump in and the seismic shove going to be huge onto nobody, but he's going to be able to get the divide, and he's going to be able to trade one at least. Mataz is going to die here for this play, as now Hadan going all out onto Rebel, trying to find any damage. Trigo will be able to follow it up as he will secure the kill for his, from his top laner setup there. Hadan is insanely low. Grell over the wall, though, going to be able to dodge, not going to get hit by the minefield at all, but will be able to walk out alive thanks to the shield of the Pathmaker, keeping him a little extra healthy on that play. And the Varus is very scary now. You got the Azir, and now the Varus has damage, but now here comes a teleport from Seiya trying to find Hadan. He needs to hit the seismic shove. It's not going to land, and there's the Equalizer going out to Digo, going actually very low right now. 5kid trying to take back the blue buff, I believe, but it's not going to happen. As at the 40-minute mark, this is next fight wins it. There's the 2 death caps out on the field. It doesn't seem like we're going to see one from Seiya here, as who else is full build? Nobody's been full build for a while. 5kid has reached full build, and that is it. Seiya's very close to full build, but it is 2 people on full build right now. There is a lot on the line. This is the battle for potentially a huge deal later on in the season for playoffs. Seiya's going to go to wall in, and All Knights already starting the Baron, and they've already finished the Baron. They have so much damage with those soldiers, but they're going to try and push in here, actually, as All Knights are going to be able to recall 6 Karma, or looking to get an inhibitor turret down, or not inhibitor turret, an inhibitor down, possibly, but All Knight's already here to answer with 5. You see the damage, 45,000 for nobody right now. Just playing out of his mind on this Azir. And now 5kid not going to get hit by the Spectrum, also he's able to jump away. Hadan continuing to just walk forwards. The damage from 5kid is going to be really nice, and there with Trigo's spell shield down, actually gets hit by a very big Equalizer for almost half of his health. But nobody's still all the way full. Hadan is still all the way full as the poke's going to land. Gastrix, no way. That's the first big dodge of the game, is nobody continuing to push forwards. They want to go for the end here. They want so much of this base. Seiya's going to try and just stop them, but they won't be able to. That's already the turret gone in just seconds. And now inhibitor down, the Nexus turret exposed. Grell trying to get aggressive, and he will be able to. But Ache going to go into stasis, and he's going to be able to survive. Mataz will fall to Trigo. Gastrix going solo. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is not going to land, though. And Grell jumping in on Anche, and he's going to secure the kill. But I believe this is the end of Grell for this map. And in the backlines, 5-Git trying to do so much, but he gets only... he only gets them low, and instead, it's going to be All Knight's able to walk away and continue this siege. The teleport coming back in from Hidan now can be absolutely huge. And that is all the turrets down. Seiya getting dove on. The seismic shove, is it going to be enough to save him? Yes, but it will not be enough to save his Nexus as All Knights in a barn burner end up winning a chaotic mess of a game. What the hell? All Knights were down like 5,000 gold before that fight, by the way, and they end up winning somehow. I mean, that was just pure chaos. The teams were throwing haymakers, and in the end, nobody. The carry of a lifetime, 45,000, probably at that point like 47 to 48,000 damage, and he was killing it. And it is, I mean, heartbreaking for 6 Karma right there. You were leading for so long, you had so much control right there. You had the game in your hands for the longest time. You got a Baron, but you give up the Elder. And a very tough, I mean, just, you get absolutely outplayed on this Baron, on the Elder Drake. And it's all thanks to nobody. Nobody just playing on the edge. Secures the kill onto Mataz. Flashes the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Picks up a double kill, I believe it was onto Rebel. And that was the start of the snowball for All Knights, because now nobody has like 4 shutdowns worth of gold. He has a bunch of multi-kills, and now I mean, that pushed him to 4 items, and the very next Baron would push him to full, and he just did not look back ever. They allowed nobody to position very aggressively, and he always, I mean, as Azir, he was always good for 1, and that's, I joke about it a lot, and sometimes it's more of a meme because of someone like the Bows, but it is really good to be good for 1, especially when you're dealing damage to multiple people still, and securing that kill. I mean, it can be super valuable, and this is a great play. You see Grell, I mean, he takes a lot of the equalizer eventually, but it's just, they're always trading, and then eventually they stop trading because Hidan's able to escape here. And it's just allowing nobody in Trigo to do so much damage. And this is actually a really great play, because there is no way 6 Karma can enter mid right now to defend without either recalling or answering them directly. But this is where All Knights actually, it goes well and then it goes terribly because they get caught. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is perfect. It is picture perfect. And that just allows all of 6 Karma to go. And you see the damage nobody is doing, though. He is just firing. He puts all of them so low besides Mataz. And he honestly probably could have. But this was a regular Drake fight. Actually, no, this Drake fight went terribly for All Knights. But you see the damage nobody's doing. He's doing so much damage here. But All Knights are just so low. There's no real answer. They do get this dragon. This was for Soul. But 5Kid's able to just jump in. And then nobody's trying to trade it. Eventually, he's going to. But it's a 4 for 3 in favor of 6 Karma. And again, it's just another fight that All Knights just lose. And this is just another one. It starts out terribly. Gastrix instantly dies because he thinks he has to get someone. And then this is where they should just disengage. They got somebody. They're good for 1. They traded, and that was incredible because at that phase of the game, they were still very behind, and they tried to trade. But then Hidan just gets caught on an overextension, and there's just not enough damage that Trigo and nobody can do there without ultis available that they already burned. And then this is just Gastrix dying again. Who cares? Gastrix did a lot of dying this game. Holy piss. Was it a lot of dying? And then, I mean, this is kind of where they thought they could base race this. And it was a big gamble here because they needed nobody to crush their base. They don't get the Baron, obviously. But luckily for them, nobody. Shredded through bot turret, shredded through inhibitor, got a teleport, and shredded through a Nexus turret during all that. And you see that reflected in the damage charts. 50,000 damage, but there's so many damage dealers in this game. I mean, yeah, when all three carries on a team get above 35k and the dual carries of a team get above 30k, it is a barn burner. When the support is getting 32,000 damage, that is a barn burner. 17 turrets, 3 barons, 5 dragons, an elder, and a herald, obviously 1. Like, that is just crazy. This was the ultimate game for scrapping. I mean, yeah, this was a very clear scrappy game. The Ashe Ezreal lanes tend to do that, especially when you don't draft a tank. You tend to get very scrappy games and very messy and unclean games. And it is eventually the coordination and the carry, the absolute strain on nobody's back that All Knights are able to pull this game through. And honestly, he's MVP by a mile. Like 50,000 damage. I'm pretty sure he led the team in kills that game. It is just the definition of a hard carry by nobody. It is the definition of a hard carry. He was almost 20,000 damage ahead of his next closest teammate. He pretty much had more damage than most of his team combined. Gastrix was just dying. I mean, he got good engages, but he was just dying. And there comes a certain point where your engages aren't good enough and you're dying. And there were some pretty sketch team calls. I say they have good coordination. They did. But there were some really sketch team fight calls. Obviously, after Gastrix dies, they trade for 1. They continue to go in and lose Hadan. That is a pretty garbage call for a team fight there. When you've burned most of your resources and you are down to waiting for ult, or not even ult, just regular abilities to come up for your spell rotations, that is not where you want to call for a fight. You really want to... Usually you would just take that chance to back. I know it was because the all-out was wearing off and Hadan had a final rotation of spells available before the all-out would end, but he didn't have Pathmaker, or he used Pathmaker to engage, so he didn't have it to actually block the seismic shove, and that's just kind of where he fell. That is kind of where the team fight falls apart there. Not even team fight, that's where the pick happens for 6 Karma and allow them to continue. They did really win this off of coordination, but there are definitely weaknesses. There were very exploitable moments for 6 Karma that they should have gotten. Like, during that Baron play, it would have been completely understandable for them to just ignore the base push had they picked up more kill. Had they picked up, like, yeah, had they wiped them faster, yeah, you could justify it, but because they didn't wipe the remaining 3 members of All Knights off of the map faster, they actually lost so much because they wanted to fight it, and then they realized that, oh, he's actually going to just end the game. Like, it isn't, we trade this, we lose some of our, like, we lose a tower and inhibitor. It's, if we trade this, we lose the game entirely. Like, it is over. He will just shred. He has Nashor's Tooth by this point, and he is just attacking insane. He has very good attack speed, very high damage. If he gets another moment on that turret, like, if the remaining members of All Knights were able to stall just a little bit longer, nobody wins that game on a psychotic race to the base, and that would have been fun, but didn't happen. Got most of the base, actually, and it comes through, and it's actually going to go to Grell here. I don't fully agree with this. I like some of the plays he made. He had some very good plays, don't get me wrong. This double kill in bot lane was set up by Gastrix and was a very good punish, actually, and very good awareness from Grell to rotate to the bot lane, or to come and punish bot lane for overextending, but I mean, just good play. Obviously, this got them a very early lead, but I just don't think Grell did a ton all the time. Just sometimes it felt like he didn't do a ton. It didn't feel like he was doing a lot. Yes, they got all the, like, yes, they got the Rift Herald. Yes, they got, like, that is the only highlight. I mean, he had good plays, but I don't think he's the MVP of that game. It was very clearly nobody on that Azir who was the MVP. I mean, that was kind of just bad voting. Whoever voted, I think you voted wrong. Just unbelievable that that happened. But anyways, I need to put the timer on, as I believe we are heading to a break. Yep. So with all that being said, All Mights 1-0 lead over 6 Karma in this best of 3 after a chaotic 70 kill game. Will we keep up this pace, or will we actually just go to will we tone it back a lot and head to a very chill game 2? All of that is yet to be found out, as 6 Karma try to force a game 3 in game number 2, and I will see you after a short break. You guys can't even hear me. I'm messing with the lighting a little bit because it was very dark in the actual room. It was very dark, even though it actually didn't look terrible on stream. But it is not. It is a battle I will continue to fight as I have a light directly over me, and you can see I'm in very heavy shadow right now. But we are back, despite lighting problems that I will complain about myself, for game 2 of this series. I forgot to turn the other timer off. That is why I switched automatically instead of when the break actually ended, but it's whenever. But game 2, 6 Karma all nights as we're jumping into the draft. 6 Karma had a good lead for most of that and don't finish the job. Most importantly is they don't finish the job, and it is painful as they had it in their hands for so long and they just didn't. Just didn't in the end, as we see the pretty standard bans coming through. This time the Azir changed as they will take the Rumble. I think more teams are learning to deal with the Rumble, which is why it's getting through so much now. Like, I think we haven't seen Rumble banned in the past, like, 2 days. I need to adjust my lighting, my goodness. At least adjust the camera. It looks awful, I'm sorry. I need to adjust the lighting. As we see as they got to snipe the Varus now, there's no doubt about it. But we see the Ashe locked in for Gastrix this time, not giving the chance for 6 Karma to even take it, but they can't just snipe the Varus. There we go. It's a lot less, like, white. Yeah, okay, cool. It's a lot less white. It's very bright still. But the Varus will be taken by 6 Karma, as can't give that over. It's just not an option. But one will be the answer for... I mean, they have top, they have bot. Do they want to take mid here? Or do they want to lock in a support for the Varus before things start getting banned out? And it will actually be the support lock-in. We didn't see All Knights go for that last game, but they will take the Nautilus with the Varus, just like before. And now it is, answer the support. As we will see an Ashe Braum lane, a very good for Eordian bot lane. And this will be Ashe ADC, which is, not one that wins very often, but it is not bad still. Where is Ashe? Azir is the most played right now, actually, with 106 games in all leagues. That's interesting. Cool. Probably going to see the standard bans here for mid lane more than anything. Probably exclusively the mid lane, I would say. If I were to say, I would say, yeah, mostly ban. Ooh, we're going to actually see the Viego taken away from Grell after a very good game on it. MVP worthy. I don't think it was MVP. It was MVP material compared to the mid lane, but MVP's an MVP, as I don't know the MVP standings. I should, actually. It's very fun to follow. So I think it's told, yeah. It is shown for us. They have a list of it. As the Nico banned away, so a lot of mid focus on All Knights, as I believe they're going to be going for the counter pick, so they just want to get rid of stuff. It seems they could switch it up, of course, and completely flip the script on me. But I do... Actually, no, they would want to get the early jungle. I'm an idiot. Also, it's Snaker who leads with 3 currently. So there you go. And the Tristana banned away from nobody, pretty much. As I don't think Triss jungle is a thing. But you do you in solo queue, so... I don't want to know. They want to go with damage dealer here. They have 2 tanks already. They don't need more tankiness. Something like a Vi would work, but they don't really have the best. But they actually are going to blind the mid lane here, so it is Talia. And this might be an angle for 6 Karma to snipe the Vi. Actually, I imagine this would be snipe the Vi away and get a mid laner. Giving over Vi with the Talia is very strong, and oh, shoot its way, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's go. 8th way game of the season. It is having a very nice season in mid 3-1 across all regions, and it will be a Xin Zhao for Mataz to round out the 6 Karma draft, it seems. No, it's actually going to be a Jarvan. Very nice, actually. I like this team comp from 6 Karma a lot. A lot more varied. Still AP heavy. It does seem they like their AP, actually, mostly because Ache likes this Rumble a lot when he can get his hands on it. But very strong. Very valuable, too. I actually still use that. And it's going to be the Belvath. Oh. Wow, okay, actually. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. But it's Rel. Or not Rel, Belvath. Belvath. Okay, this is interesting. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. I like this draft a lot from 6 Karma. I don't know how I feel about the All Knights draft. If they can get the Belvath very fed, obviously it would be a very nice game for all parties involved. But yeah, if that's the answer. If it can get very fed. 2-2 on the season yet. It only played once in major regions, but hey, anything is possible. Anything is possible. It was owner. Oh, face itch. I hate it. But it's going well. I mean, maybe All Knights are experimenting. They have the win in hand. Maybe this is their time to experiment on very different picks. Or it isn't. It could just be they do just believe in this draft, and fair enough. I mean, I don't think it's that great. I like the more team fight oriented with pick potential that 6 Karma have right now, but it is always an option for All Knights to be able to pull the trigger. They don't have a bad comp. It's just not what I would say. They do have really good CC. They have very good CC, which is probably why they went for the Belvath instead of, I mean, what even is there? Maokai? Yeah, they didn't need another tank. You're not picking Lee in this meta. So it makes sense. Ah, there we go. I mean, even just looking at the jungle, you had Xin. That's really it. You had Xin. You could flex the Talia if you really wanted to draft another mid laner, but getting someone who's a bit tanky but still is able to deal a lot of damage is probably the best case scenario. As we see a 5-man bot lane to start off for 6 Karma to prevent any potential shenanigans that All Knights could pull off. And speaking of potential shenanigans, here come those potential shenanigans. As we're going to have on hit for both ADCs this game. So no lethality Varus. Oh, it worked very well for Tigo. As we're going to see an early skirmish, actually, as Gastrix forced to flash away already. Nice hook lands onto nobody, and nobody's going to be forced to flash away as well. And the damage, I mean, they need to answer here. Trigo trying to get anything as 5Kid is singled out, actually. And now this is the chance. The cleanse already coming through from 5Kid, and that is pretty good value in return. As Ache is going to be forced to teleport because Hidan's just been here already, and Grell is going to start these Raptors. These Raptors, I believe Mataz hasn't been spotted out, but actually, Trigo is still down here. They're still up here with Gastrix, so they're going to be able to steal this away, and it's a very aggressive play for All Knights, and it kind of pays off, but they're going to need to get their bot lane down there. They get a teleport, they get a cleanse, they get an ignite. This could be huge, but they burn Ghost, and they burn Flash and Heal in the bot lane, and Flash on nobody, so maybe things get a little more difficult, actually. This is a very bold play. And why did they just back there? I mean, they had nothing to buy. They got a single control ward from that back, and okay, they got refillable pots, fine. It's a bit justifiable as nobody going to get a lot of damage taken as Grell's walking forwards. Nobody not going to land the seismic shove this time. Seiya had a phenomenal game, of course, on the Talia, landing a ton of seismic shoves that made All Knights rip their just hair. I mean, not rip their hair out, but just made All Knights feel the pain of a very good Talia. As we see the runes finally come up because there was so much going on that they just weren't going to come up earlier. So we see Grell return with nobody, and both are spotted out. So Grell just going to go and clear his top or his bot side jungle like nothing happened. He has 13 CS. He has cleared 3 camps. I mean, so has Mataz, but that's not because he wanted to. That's because Mataz had 3 camps to clear because he couldn't go to Krugs, and he could not take the Raptors with 3 in his jungle. Grell unspotted. If Seiya walks too far forward and gets shoved, it is over for him, and that will be easy first blood for All Knights to pick up. But not gonna happen actually, as there's a funny bot play that's happening. Trigo going to go and clear this ward out, as nobody's gonna teleport back mid actually. That'll be level 3, and Grell's just gonna go clear. Grell has put himself in a really good position that even if he just clears his camps and now, I mean, yeah, he's going to be ahead 2 camps if he just clears, pretty much. I do think Mataz knows something is up and is going to steal away his camps, without a doubt, but he's still going to be ahead. As, yep, there's the red buff going as nobody gets a very nice trade onto Seiya, almost, I mean, pretty much all of his health is gone. He's got the heal off or play insanely passive here. But Seiya hasn't teleported yet, so that is the advantage he has to himself. That is the advantage he can afford himself, is he's able to teleport back to lane at the moment. As a nice catch, actually, onto nobody. Just clearing the wave, and he got it anyway, so it's not bad. As Hadan is once again feeling the pain of Ache and his rumble in the top lane, but this time the CS is a lot more even in all spots, as we see the grubs being taken by Mataz. I believe this is exactly what happened last time. No, it was Grell early last time. Was it? No, Grell was getting the Drake. Yeah, this is exactly what happened last game. Mataz takes the early grubs. Grell going to just take this early dragon again. As they have mid push, they have bot push. So it is just very good for them to, once again, kind of fall into this rhythm. But now they're ahead, without kills, too. Does Grell need the backup even? I actually don't even know. But All Knights' bot lane has shoved in. They will be able to back up the jungler, as nobody will take his back. And will buy Dark Seal. And boots. Very nice. And finally, Cloud Drake will fall. Pretty good early Cloud Drake. Ooh, Hadan drops cannon. That's not good. As the plating will fall finally. And Ache will get a nice influx of gold and just punish Hadan for walking forwards, as Hadan will just take his back here. So, very good for him. Ache continuing to just shove these waves in, actually, and is going to force Hadan to stay for a little bit. And he's fine with just dropping that minion. Both are going to take their backs. Ache no teleport. That's because he had a teleport top lane, so very weird situation. Yeah, I'm not over that. The Sork shoes now, and the Spectre's Cowl in response from Hadan. As we are starting to see a lot of, I mean, usually you see Boots Rush anyways, but yeah, the Boots Rush is going to be very good here. It's kind of, we've entered the lull state of this game where nothing's going to happen for a little. And it's going to be very, not passive, but chicken. A game of chicken right now is the answer I'm looking for. As Grell and Mataz find each other after both pathing to mid, and it's saying hello and not doing too much about it. Mataz's going to clear that ward, though, so He's winning. 5 kid. Getting the push and laying down some poke here onto Trigo and Gastrux. Not really going to be able to do much. We're waiting for 6s to come through that are going to be valuable. And mostly, I mean, Trigo. Trigo is going to be very valuable. Why is that word flashing? But it is, and it's actually very valuable. Rebel going to throw the hook, and it's just going to land onto a minion. Oof. CS going a bit rough now. Full wave behind for top and bot lane. Very close. Seiya misses the fear, and he's now in a very tough position, but Grell going to be able to jump away. Mataz going in. The ulti not going to land for Seiya, and that is a big cooldown invested there. As Grell helps clear this wave out for nobody. But that is a very large investment from Seiya to not get anything, as the Chain of Corruption going to land on Trigo, and that's a very nice amount of damage. As Ache getting jumped on now by Hadan, but Hadan is going to get put into the box, but he's actually just going to all out away and run. But he's not going to be able to run fast enough. There's the Electro Harpoon coming through. He's going to have to jump a wall with the fancy footwork there. It is. He's actually going to be able to get out. Nobody just ulting down mid to rotate back to turret, to get back to turret faster. And that is 2 ultis invested for 1 ulti and a ghost. And Hadan's able to get away scot-free. Grell going to be able to dodge the flag and drag right there. Very good, actually. Just, I mean, Ache, no ulti is going to make this a little bit harder, but he still has the advantage. Oh, the flash in, and there it is, the ulti, and Rebel again, first blood. Rebel's gonna steal the kill. Sorry, I chose the worst time to have to yawn, and I hate it. But Rebel securing the first blood. And the ulti coming in right down the middle for Trigo, and he's not gonna have a Rebel moment. As Mataz onto the second Void Grubs here. Gastrix is here to stop anything from happening. Grell is coming back. They just need 1, or they just need 2. That is all Knights need here to stop 6 Karma from getting the Void Mites, and they will. They should be able to get more than that, and this is actually very valuable for Grell, as Grell gets a lot of ulti resets. For each kill he gets an ulti reset. Ache coming over with Mataz in tow. That's going to be 1. That's going to be 2 grubs over to 6 Karma. They will get the Void Mites, as that's a nice fear onto Gastrix, actually. And getting a good chunk of damage down onto the support. And now the jungler is very low, too. 6 Karma are playing pretty well here, as they're going to Hex Flash over the wall. Nobody has no mana right now. And that's going to be the ulti landing onto nobody, flashing over the wall. Seiya should be able to follow here. The Flag and Drag is huge into the ulti, into the Cataclysm. He's going to get the seismic shove, but Seiya's going to finish the kill as he can't actually hit the blast cone, and Rebel is going to grief Grell to the grave. Uh-oh, Trigo has walked in the worst possible position as he walks right into the waiting arms of Rebel and Mataz. He's trying to get away. The flag not going to do much yet. The damage from Trigo is very nice, but I think they're just going to let 5 kid. Oh, the read. Never mind. The mad life is absolutely huge, as nobody going to at least separate 5 kid, but the flash just comes out, and All Knights can't even get any chase here. The mad life from Rebel. Holy cow. It is phenomenal. I say phenomenal a lot, I know. Nobody has no mana, so this is actually just a really free engage. He's gonna flash out and actually slow Gastrix and deal a ton of damage to him as well. So the Cataclysm comes through. It's absolutely massive. He's reducing all. I mean, Gastrix is reducing damage, so he's gonna be able to get away. But they put a ward and a control ward on top of the blast cone, and all 3 of them stand on top of it. So there's no escaping for Grell. There's no chance he hits this blast cone. It is purely impossible. As Trigo does his best. But, Not gonna happen. And this teleport comes through. He was trying to stall for long enough, but eventually 5Kid was just able to push out this wave and just join his teammates. And Mataz will secure his first kill as we see the first items for 2 members of 6 Karma coming through. Seiya already with this Luden's companion, the gun, and Mataz already having this Black Cleaver finish as they are 3,000 gold ahead already. We are 13 minutes in, and this is a smackdown for 6 Karma, much of what they were looking for in game 1. You see the total gold. Yep, 3 laners of 6 Karma. We've seen this before. We'll see it again. This happened to him yesterday against Leviathan, and it's fun. It's very nice when your 3 farming laners are the top of the gold chart, and you have multiple double-digit farm leads. It's always a fun time. Oh, I didn't mean to do. But Rebel going to be able to dodge the Q of Braum first. And now Grell walking forwards. The arrow's going to land on Seiya, and this is a huge chance for them to go in and get a big amount of money, and it will go on to Trigo as he gets the shutdown. Grell is going to fall to the explosion of the Art Kid. As Hidan finds 5 kids, so it's a 2 for 1, it's a 3 for 1, and Rebel's going to be taken down as a double kill for Trigo, and 4 for 1. All Knights are right back into this game. They cut a 3,000 gold lead down to a 1,000 gold lead in an instant. Absolute. I mean, that was a super well played team fight. I mean, they give up Grell. Grell dies here again. But all that matters is Trigo does the one thing that he hasn't gotten to do yet this game. Boom shakalaka with the arrow. Grell is the sacrificial lamb to tank this ulti pretty much. Nobody's going to get hit by it, but it's secondary. Yeah, there it is. And then a huge stun by nobody, actually, to secure the kill onto Mataz. And Trigo is right there to finish the job. And now 6 Karma's lead has evaporated to a third of itself. And you see the damage. Oh, excuse me. Almost 2,000 damage for nobody right there. And it is just another day, another AP. Another AP champion being insanely strong. As 6 Karma will at least get this Herald. So something. We see the Leandries coming through for Ache. Very standard Rumble build. You built it before the item rework. You're going to build it after the item rework. It's pretty much just what you expect. We see the Rookern coming out. We saw it last game. We saw it second item last game, actually. We see it first item this game. And the Bork for Trigo. It is pretty much the only item. It is the required item of Ashe right now. In the same way as the required item of Callista, it is mandatory on these ADCs to play the champion in any capacity. It is mandatory to have a Bork, or else you cannot play Ashe in this meta. As Mataz looking to jump forwards and get the punish on to Trigo, but it's not going to happen. Holds his Cataclysm, knows that Gastrix is right there, and there is minimal chance of him surviving that play, as they're just going to go for the Herald instead. And here we go. It's drive-in time. Boom. It connects. They will not be able to finish off this turret, but the arrow actually comes through. It's going to land on a 5 kid and instantly get cleansed. Rebel and Mataz playing around the Weaver's Wall right now. They're on the wrong side of it. A very good Weaver's Wall, actually, from nobody. Good flash away to deny the Cataclysm trapping, actually. And Mataz will at least get a flash out. The stun was really good there from nobody, though. Followed in the rotation, lays down the unsteady terrain, and is able to just save his team pretty much from getting nuked. As we can see, the level lead Ache has almost a full level ahead of anyone, but currently is about like half a level ahead of the rest of the competition, and that is really strong when you're Rumble, because you just want that level 16. All you want is that rank 3 ulti, so you can start destroying people's health bars with one button press. It's Bork for Varus, actually. I don't know if this is what Varus wants, but it's a lot of ADC's preferred items right now. Is this the minions? The Winion's gonna possibly take down this turret. Is it gonna happen? Oh, nah, not gonna happen here, actually. Just a bit too short. Someone goes down and sneezes on that, though. It's gone, as Hidan just tanking a bunch of damage and CC there with his W, the Pathmaker. Pathmaker, Playmaker. But now they have the positioning for the Dragon. The hook not going to land from Rebel, as Gastrix going to throw in the, not concussive blows, but anyways, going in a huge ulti, lands onto 3. Gastrix is going to fall. There is the Seraph Shield from nobody going to save him, and he's going to stay alive and continue to deal damage as he takes the kill onto the jungle. Not onto the jungle. I'm out of whack. Grell going to be dove on by Mataz, and he's going to narrowly escape Saya. Looking for the lightning bolt, though, and he's not going to get it. A nice juke. Hidan 2v1ing. He's going to find Mataz. Is he going to find Ache? He will not find the top lane of 6 Karma, and it is a 2-4-2. And 6 Karma actually do get the better end of that one, even though I called it like garbage. 6 Karma in a very good spot after that, but not anymore. Ache gets smacked by a gorgeous combo there. A great seismic shove from nobody, and it is punishment for overextending there. Gastrix was right there to ensure the slow, to make sure there was no chance of this happening. So what even happens? Hidan burns his ulti, or not his ulti, his Pathmaker. And this is kind of where it starts, because Rebel's going to whiff this hook. It all starts on this. Rebel whiffs the hook, and now Gastrix and Grell want to go in. But a great equalizer, actually, to trap them. And then Gastrix has to flash away. It's not going to happen. Trigo has to flash away. And the Cataclysm has 3 people caught, and it is just 5-Kid shredding people to pieces. Grell goes forwards, and Trigo is going to just get smacked in the face by Mataz's martial poise. And Hidan is running for his life. It's not going to happen. He gets slowed here and determines it is time to turn and fight, and gets one because he will not yield. But then Ache shuts him down. And then just when you think 6 Karma are in full control here, nobody lands a really good read, and it falls apart. For 6 Karma at the end there. Now All Knights actually have the gold lead, but it's pretty much tied. It's only 200 gold difference, so it is pretty even. It is phenomenally even. And Trigo going to get jumped on. He doesn't have any way to get out of this, and there's so much being put into him, but is he even gonna fall? The minions trying to do the damage. He's not, and Hidan's just going fall. He's going wild in the back lines. Rebel going to try and get away, but that Q3 is gonna knock him right back. It's a triple kill for Hidan, and just like Kasante says, he will not yield. And Ache at least gets one back onto Trigo, but 3-for-1. Hidan is the hero here for All Knights as the Baron is started. And 6 Karma need to find an answer to get into this pit. They have really bad angles here because Mataz has to come all the way from base. Smite is available. Ache's just going to go forward. Hidan going to hit him with the Pathmaker, though, and that's going to do absolutely everything. He's forced to go into the stasis, but going golden won't stop Hidan from going to dominate your team. And they will stop the Baron. Grell going to be able to narrowly dodge away from Rebel's hook right there. Very well played by All Knights, knowing when to turn. They have a 3-0 Drake lead, and now they have a very good advantage in this game. A game that they weren't even supposed to have advantage in after the early game that they had. Another 1,000 gold ahead. They have 2 items on nobody, who is 3-1-5 now. Kasante Hidan 7-1-3 on this Kasante nobody going forwards. He's going to land the combo onto Rebel, but is able to buffer the hook perfectly. Oh, the hook, or not the hook, the Enchanted Grizzlera landing onto 5-Kid, and there is no chance of survival. Trigo will take this kill. The fear lands onto Hidan, but he doesn't really give a damn because he has his Pathmaker. And now 6 Karma on the back lines, or on the back foot again. And this is just All Knights going for it all. They want to go for the Baron. They want to make 6 Karma pay and lose. And there it is, just getting caught out again. The Nautilus has been having a rough series, and Gastrix punishes. Or not even, yeah, Gastrix and nobody punish hard as Ache trying to get in, but he's already on vision. He's going to get hit by a great seismic shove combo, going golden again. The equalizer's down, doing a good amount of damage, but nobody is destroying now. As it is a 5v2 here, trying to get anything. Gastrix looking to block the ulti, and he will succeed. Hadan can just tank the afterburn of it at least, and there's no damage coming through. But now the Cataclysm lands onto Matan, or from Matan's, and it's not even gonna matter. Hadan just continuing to go forwards. He's finally gonna have to actually like disengage. It's kind of crazy. Vikid flashing the Q3 of the Intofo strikes, but it doesn't even matter. Nobody goes unstoppable, and Grell kills off Seiya, as it is a 5,000 gold lead for All Knights now, and they are playing like a team possessed as they get the mid-tier 1. Will back off to give over the mid, or give over the push on mid-tier 2. And Hadan is going topside. He's looking for this top tier 1. Not even going to happen. But it all starts with a pick onto Rebel after they already got the initial pick that started the previous play. And then they're fishing for it. They're fishing. They got Ache. Great hawk shot. He's going to try and do as much as he can. He gets some people low, too, which is really... He gets nobody very low, but that's about it. Good equalizer, good stasis to stall for time. But then Seiya's ulti, caught. Blocked by Gastrix, so he takes even less damage from it. He didn't even take the initial damage as well. They're just finishing this bear the whole time. Mataz goes for the EQ flash to get into the pit, but it's not going to matter. Gets Seismic shoved into everyone. Hadan is in the backlines going crazy, and speaking of Hadan going crazy, a great Seismic shove already as Grell goes on a killing spree. Mataz will give over his life for the double kill for Grell. And All Knights don't even care. Throw the equalizer down on them. They are just tanking it up. Trigo is just eating it. And it is a curb stomp so far for All Knights. This is not even close to what we saw in game 1. These two teams seem like they're on completely different tiers right now, as All Knights are going bananas on 6 karma, as they are going to just take an Ocean Soul like nothing. A 25-minute Ocean Soul. They're gonna even break the 25-minute mark. It's not the fastest bear or the fastest Drake Soul, but it's a Drake Soul. Way faster than last game too. And 6 karma have no answers, as it is just 3 items for Hadan right now. He's 19 CS behind and has 3 items, as he has the most gold in the game thanks to having 7 kills. I mean, Seiya's right there behind him. He's doing a lot, too. Seiya's got a lot in the tank still, but it's not going to be enough. As we see the Rage Blade coming through now for 5kid. Maybe this is the chance that he's been, like, this is the break he's been looking for, but the Terminus already done on Trigo, and I don't think it's going to get any, you know, his Ash is only going to get better and stronger. As we're seeing almost 3 items for nobody here, as Mataz going to have to flag and drag away. The ulti's not going to land onto anybody, so the Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes to waste. Grell lands the front flip and not going to get much else out of it. Hadan didn't even get hit by the hook there, but Rebel hit the turret somehow, and they're just sieging. Hadan is just tanking up so much damage here, and finally the wave is cleared out. But almost everyone on All Knights is full health, and they're just waiting for the next wave. The Baron buff is gone. They don't really care. They could just wait and bide their time. It's all 10 players on the top side of the rift right now. This is going to be fun. Nobody going to just wall them off. Ache's actually in the worst possible position imaginable. He got caught on the wrong side of the wall. He's going to get so much damage down onto Ache. The turret's finally going to fall. He's going golden. Gastrix just taking the ulti. Ache will fall. Grell is unstoppable, and he has to really... Gastrix has to run away. He's almost dead. Tanking a whole... tanking the... play ulti is really dangerous, as who could have guessed. As Hadan pretty much just doubled his health against this team, as that Rookern gets so much value now. Okay, I think this is GA for Trigo. I see the armor, and I'm like, that's definitely a GA. I can't imagine what else it could possibly be, unless he's building something crazy. Is he building something crazy? Wait, hold on. These could also be 2 different items. So I could just be wrong. He could just be building 2 different items at the same time, just getting the components for them. Because if it's Wit's End, I believe it's 2 components. Seiya's just getting soloed down here. Holy cow, and Grell is dominating. Jeez. Seiya just got absolutely deleted. How many stacks does Grell have of his passive right now? That is the truest question I have. And Grell is just wasting their time. The flash, the EQ flash, not gonna land for Mataz, and Grell just dodges it anyways. Oh no. This is a very fed Belveth. He's just gonna land damage onto Ache, tank the turret like nothing happened. Meanwhile, top lane, this top tier 3 and inhibitor are falling. And there's nothing 6 Karma can do about it. 5 Kid going insanely low. Hidan going to try and threaten him to go forward. And he's going to get the flash actually out. And Grell is godlike. Grell almost dying there, and he's just healing so much of it back up already. As this tier 3 and mid's gonna fall, the Cataclysm is not that bad, but he's already gonna have to run away from it. 5 Kid is getting all out, and all the way to his own fountain. He's gonna die as Hidan goes unstoppable. He's gonna get 2 with the CC. Grell going to land the front flip, and 6 Karma don't even stand a chance. Seiya will go to the grave as Hidan is dominating. Mataz is looking to make it 3. He will finally die to the fountain. But it's 2 inhibitors down. They're on the Nexus turrets. There's no chance in hell they come back. And 6 Karma will remain the only winless team in LLA as All Knights pick up their first win of the season here in a 2-0 dominating fashion in the second game. It wasn't even there was no chance 6 Karma were coming back from that one. It was an early lead for, it was a bit of an early for 6 Karma, and nothing came out of it again. All Knights just put the work on them. Put the smackdown on them in game 2. They got the lead and never looked back as All Knights take their first bow of the season. As there we go, someone already walked to the back. And there it is. All Knights, a very scrappy, ugly comeback in game 1, and a very, very pretty finish in game 2. I'm off center as heck. I am sorry. What matters for all, it doesn't matter how you win them. It matters that you do win them, as they will take control of 5th place in the LLA, going 1-2 through the first 2 weeks of the season. So it's all that matters. The wins come back to you in the end, and you get what you need. And not even get what you need, you get the win. It's clean, it's great. And that is very important, actually, because every win counts when you're at the bottom of the table, when you're currently in the bottom of the table. I mean, is this one nobody? This one was. This one I can see. Can I? I can see Grell getting MVP here. What? Oh my god. Sorry, I just got everyone in the server. That's very unpleasant. But that one I can see Grell getting MVP for. Nobody, again, probably did a stupid amount of damage there, but that was really Grell putting in the work to secure that big win. He had a very good game of Belveth. Early invade with the assistance of his team, and my goodness, this cable always annoys me. Sorry. But he gets a big lead, and he never looks back ever on these games, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So it is very tough for 6 Karma, really. You just fell behind, and you never recovered after that one. I mean, Ache had leads. Ache had such a big lead, and he never really got the chance to do anything. They never really gave him any real setup besides Rebel's ulti, and it was working for a while. It was really working. They were sniping people, they were getting ulti, they were getting kills, they were getting flashes, they were getting, the cleanse, singular. So it was working for them. It was so good. I mean, Gastrix was on repeat, dying in game 1. How many did he have? 12 deaths in game 1. Grell had 10. And Mataz had 9. It was a very scrappy game. Again, a lot of kills. Yeah, it makes sense. 68 kills. So yeah, I get it. But the fact that you didn't win that game kind of just is foreshadowing for game 2. You're not going to win game 2 if you have such a good lead in game 1 and you throw it. I just don't think it's really throwing that game is conducive to helping you win game 2 or have any confidence going into game 2, because that was a game you clean should have won. You had a 5,000 gold lead for almost the entire second half, like the entire closing stretch of the game, and you just blew it. And it's not, I mean, it's not going to get any easier. 6 Karma have, I mean, they've played more of the low teams in the standings. You've played Leviathan, who's probably going to be in the bottom half, and you played Rainbow Seven, who's actually going to be in the top half. Fair enough. But like, you had close game with Leviathan, that's good. Awful game against All Knights at the end. Terrible. Bad. And you got blown out in both your series losing games. So it's just, I mean, it's, what do you do? Again, 6 Karma are really, they just need to figure out how they're going to play the game, pretty much. Because they've played through Seiya and Mataz, and it's worked. But they never put it all together. They've played through 5 Kid. They haven't put it all together. They've played through Ache. They haven't really played through Ache a ton. But they keep giving him Rumble, and he's not getting carry. Like, they're not giving him carry. It's just like, I don't know what there is to fix about it at that point. Like, you got to give someone the reins to carry, and you got to build around them. You can't just build. The first draft worked because they were really just fighting constantly. That's really the only reason they had any chance in game 1, is because they were constantly fighting and they had the lead. And I guess it was the same way that C9 or G2 really keep winning games and getting away with poor international performances, but keep showing up and dominating their regions. Very good. I mean, they're just skill diffing their opponents. Literally, they are at times just diffing their opponents in terms of raw skill. But when a team comes in that is equal or better in skill or has better coordination than them, they just fall apart. And that's what we've seen. 6 Karma had a very good game 1 against Leviathan. They had a close game 2, and the reason they lost game 2 and 3 in the end, Leviathan just had better coordination. They had better team plays. They had better strategies on how to handle the team fights. And you can't just skill diff your way through those if someone's going to out-strategize you. And against All Knights, the same exact thing happened. They had such a massive lead because they were just basically skill diffing their opponents through laning phase and raw CS diffs and solos and 2v1s. And eventually, it's like, if you can't close out on that, a team that coordinates better is going to just roll you over. And they did. All Knights did that again. They coordinated plays that they knew they could come out on top on if 6 Karma don't know how to answer them. And it's exactly what happened in game 1. And then in game 2, it was just all that. It was just All Knights dominating as a unit. And it just was really difficult to say anything else. It's just 6 Karma. And the issue with them is they are not going to be able to, like, you can get the leads and you can, even if you don't close it out, like, you can at least say you did something, but you're not going to get those against Estral, Isurus, Rainbow. They're not going to give you these leads because you're not going to skill diff the best teams in the region unless you are the best team in the region. So it's like, what on earth are 6 Karma going to do to fix the issue? I think they need to work on the coordination. I think they need to draft a bit less damage oriented because they can do all the damage in the world. They're not killing anyone. They are surviving the fight. So you can't really say, oh, we're doing so much damage during these team fights if you're not surviving and winning the team fights half of the time. Like, I need to see them draft more coherently, a bit tankier. Honestly, is the answer. Just like a bit tankier, because it's not going to happen. The drafts have been very damage oriented, and it hasn't paid off for them a ton. Like, you're 1-6 on the season, so yeah, it's not paying off a ton. Fun for All Knights, very well played. You had some very good moments. You had very good coordination. You had a lot of fight in you, because clearly you came back from a depressing deficit. So it is very nice to see a team get a win off of great coordination and great planning and great drafting, or good drafting at least. And hey, first win of the season, always the start to something. Gotta be. So with that 2-0 of 6 karma by All Knights, we await game number 2, as it is, or not, well, match number 2, as it's going to be a while. I'm gonna put, like, I'll put 11. I think 11's a good number, eh? And if it happens before that, great. If not, I'm actually gonna put 12, because you never know. 13. There you go. And I just have to wait for the analyst desk to do their things. And I will see you for match number 2, Rainbow 7 versus Isurus Gaming. And what is a battle to either maintain the top spot or to move up to 1 game behind Astral Esports. I'll see you then. All right, hello and welcome back to the Kimchi Cast for week 2, day 3 of the 2024 LLA Spring Split. I am Box Kimchi, which I don't think I've said once this stream because I am a big dumb idiot, of course. But I need to center my camera and it's very annoying. Dang it. Every day I move the chair and I'm never gonna have it sit in the same spot. Oh, it's because it reset it. That's why. I moved it yesterday and it reset it today. Anyways, here we are for the second best of 3 of the day between third place. I almost said second place. Third place, Rainbow 7 at 2-1, and second place, Isurus Gaming at 2-0. And so far, both of these teams have won their sets 2-0. Obviously, Movistar Rainbow 7 got 2-0'd by Estral on day 1 to close out the first day. Oh God, excuse me, I'm sorry. To close out the first game of the season, or first day of the season, as we are jumping into the draft. And Isurus getting the blue side here, but these two teams are both gunning for championships, of course. Movistar Rainbow 7, the reigning champions. Isurus, I believe, were champions just I want to say it was 2 years ago. Or it was, I want to say 2021? It was 2022 summer they went to Worlds, that's right, okay. Man, I don't even remember. Dang, I missed the plans. As we see pretty much just the standard bans coming through. This time with a Silas thrown in for Kaze. Interesting. I'm intrigued. Because usually we don't see the Silas band away. But Kingy going to take the Xin Zhao very, very early. Excuse me. He's only played 2 champions this season. He's had 4 wins, 2 games, both of them, 2 of them on Xin, 2 on Xin, 2 on Sejuani? Something like that. But interesting, actually. If they go for the Draven here first pick, that would be a very, very aggressive option. Yeah, it will be the Draven first pick. Very, very aggressive here, actually. Okay. It's 3 on Zed, 1 on Sedge, by the way, as we already have the bot lane locked in for Rainbow 7. At least the ADC locked in for Rainbow 7. And Odie did leave the Nocturne up, actually, so they may go for this and just instantly answer. But we're going to actually see the Maokai, but it is a flexible Maokai. They can put it support if they want to, and ooh. Not going to get baited by the hover, but I like the hover if it does go through. But with Odie, this is, again, just kind of masking the jungle support. Another champion that can really do that well. But it is just good. They have a tank. They got a tank, and that's what matters. As interesting. As we will see Gavoto onto this Aphelios. Misfortune would have been a very weird lock-in, considering she's 2 games of Misfortune. There's been only one game of Misfortune this season. I don't even know where it's from or how good it was. I didn't check because it's Misfortune. I need to move my goddamn camera again. Why? Like sit here. I rotate this way. This works. Yep. As we have the LeBlanc, it actually went straight on ban. They chose to go for Kaze's Silas instead of the LeBlanc here. And, well, now you're staring down 80 LeBlanc. Good luck. And what is Lava going to go into it? I mean, Tristana is his most played of the season, so not shocking to see him go back to the well. Actually, hold on. No, it isn't. He's played 6 different champions. What? Hold on. I'm intrigued. He's played 6 different champions. This is his first repeat of the season. He went 4-1-3 on the Tristana, his previous game. And that's it. He went 4-1-3 against Infinity, and their 2-0 win over them, as we see the Blitzcrank ran away because of the hover earlier, and the Jax taken away from Summit at a field day. We have seen some field days on Jax this season, and no doubt Summit's had some bad ones. 2 losses on it already, of course. It is Summit we're talking about. I would have it no other way. And we're going to see the Milio taken away, actually. Very good for the Draven. It gives him extended range and a lot of attack power, of course. And the Kennen banned away from Summit here. They're just going to target ban him on this second rotation. Shockingly, Jax is banned. He hasn't won on Jax this season. He's 0-2 on it, and he hasn't even played Kennen yet, so it would be interesting. Bard would be a fun time, but I don't think it's going to happen. But very support-oriented, and we're going to actually see the Renata come through for Lions here. That's not bad. That's always a fun time. Lions picked it up against Infinity and took it to the house, as they would win that series 2-0, of course. Did I say I'm at Lions, as Pon going to the Gnar, baby. That was the only game of Lions. That's the only Renata so far for Lions, as the Hovers of Shadow do not phase me. They would be interesting, but sadly not meant to be. And Shadow going back to this Rakan. We saw it in, I believe it was the first series of their first series of the season. Yeah, 101-14 against Leviathan in game 1 against them. And I don't think Shadow's gotten his hands on it after, but Jace for Summit. He is Korean. It makes perfect sense. Hasn't gotten his hands on it yet this season, but I'm assuming it's going to be a good time. It is Summit we're talking about. Korean Jace is almost as good as Chinese Jace. Almost. It's not, though. Oh, face itch. I was looking for Shadow's games. I'm just an idiot and can't read. I don't believe Shadow's gotten anything. Yeah, he's only gotten his hands on Rakan once. It is his first repeat champion of the season. And it's a good one to get because he had a field day, of course, on this Rakan last time. But it's all theoretical. I'm assuming Shadow's going to go crazy again today. But it's all in this top lane, actually. All of the eyes are on Pon in this top lane. Gnar versus Jace. We've seen Pon have good games of the Gnar. I believe only good game. I think it's singular. Pretty sure it's singular, sadly. Yes. Singular good game. I'm impressed Aatrox went unbanned. He has dominated on Aatrox, but you wouldn't pick Aatrox here anyways if they're going into a Jace. But actually, no, he did pick Aatrox into Jace. I'm wrong. But Pon, is this every game on blue side? No, he got one red side. As we are jumping into the game, this is going to be a battle of two really good, hopefully good top laners. That is the wrong screen. I am sorry. But this is a battle of hopefully two really good top laners. I mean, Summit, obviously, good enough to play in LCK, good enough to play in North America. Kaze actually getting jumped on early. Lava going to detonate the bomb. They're going to take about the same amount of damage. And this is the AD LeBlanc, of course, because it is a new season, and that means LeBlanc needs to ruin everything. Shadow and Lions are having an emote off in the bot river. And I'm interested because it is Summit's Jace. Summit's Jace. Okay. Let's see. As we're going to see a stare down. I'm trying to find how to look up stats right now. Oh, face edge. As I think both of them actually reset here and just backed. This just took the reset and was like, yeah, that's good. As Kaze going to land the bomb again. As probably nothing crazy going to happen just yet. It's going to be very chill. Very relaxed lanes here. Draven is going to love getting this shove in the bot lane, though. Okay, this is not working for me. Anyways, back to paying attention to this game. Nothing crazy, of course. No new anything. no new builds or any, or no new out of the ordinary builds or rune sets, as Lava is just kind of getting the better of Kaze at the moment. As Summit is going to jump onto Pan and force Pan to disengage pretty aggressively. And Summit is building up this wave pretty well, is taking advantage of the one thing Pan can't really do, which is wave clear at the moment. And now Lava, oh, Kaze thought he was going to be able to jump in there, but just wasn't able to do much of anything. Kaze dropping a lot of CS here, actually. Comparatively, I guess. The handshake not going to land, sadly, for Shadow. Would have been nice. Doesn't happen. Kingy spotted out. There's a ward on the jungle entrance, so any idea he had of going in, sadly, will not go, as, yeah, this is exactly what I expected. But now Kaze gets the jump onto Lava, and it's going to be first blood over to Kaze. The Korean mid lane import cannot deal with the Argentinian, the OG laner. As Kingy might be in a bad spot, actually. Flash Odie. There's the tank, or the root into the punch, and now Lava going in. Kingy has no flash, or there's the flash out from Kingy, actually. My bad, I thought he flashed in earlier. As Kaze going to get rooted up here. Summit has a lot of damage, but now Shadow's here to help out, shielding and healing Kaze up. Summit might have to flash out here, but Kingy's not going to land. The wind becoming lightning. The flash forward, but now Summit's been punished, and there's going to be a response from Lava, at least onto Kingy. But Kaze has 2 kills, and now he's going in onto Odie. Pan going to be able to push him back and going to be able to Twisted Advance away to safety on the Raptors. But Kaze is 2-0, and there is a pause here. And I don't actually know what it could have been. I didn't see anything crazy. Maybe, I mean, I actually don't know. There's someone who went to Worlds or bought Worlds merch, though. Intriguing. I mean, that is a tough opening play if you are a Movistar Rainbow 7 fan, because Kaze and co just diffed your lane. So diffed mid hard. And the top lane came in, and it was just not a good time. That was just... that. And nothing happened. I believe it might have just been a tech pause really quickly, and we are all good to go. That had to hurt. Not going to lie. That was a very painful position to be in. And we see a big lane, or big wave advantage, actually, in favor... or big CS advantage in favor of Seo here. And again, this is a series that means a lot. This is Rainbow Seven's opportunity to move within a match win, or either a match win for them or a match loss for Estral at some point. And Shadow going to just barely dodge away as Summit, trying to get everything. The accelerated Shock Blast not going to matter, but it's going to get the flash out. The regular Shock Blast, not even accelerated, as Odie onto these Void Grubs. As, yeah, there's no way Kingy's even going to be up here in time. So this should be an easy 3-0 Void Grubs over to the side of Rainbow 7. Not even going to get the Drake, actually. Going to trade the Gromp instead and steal away some of these camps, hoping to get the farm advantage, but it's not really going to happen. Man, the bird does not want to fight there. The little Pokemon doesn't want to finish the kill off for some reason. And this will turn into a dragon as well, so Isurus not just giving up everything, giving up early void pressure in a lane where you weren't really that strong anyways, in exchange for a lot more, the potential of a lot more in this dragon, and getting that scaling going is not that bad in response, though. So we've seen this trade pretty much all season in every single region. It's just tradition. It's already becoming a tradition, and it's only been 2 weeks. It's becoming a tradition. It's been 2 weeks now, for most, or 3 weeks of this patch of the current season being out. So it's very, very odd that it's already becoming standard, which makes sense, but still, it's very funny. As we are not even entering a lull state, but just like, what are Rainbows ever going to do? Lava can't really just jump in onto Kaze because Kaze has double Deceive available now and a ton of damage also available to him. There's not much that Kaze can really do here to answer, as Lions and Odie have rotated up towards this mid lane. Shadow now here to help Lava push this wave out, popping the emotes. Happy times. Kaze thinking about a trade here. And it maybe... No, it's not going to end up happening. And you see XP level... Yeah, XP is not really going to matter just now. It's pretty much what you expect. Kaze going to get a little bit of extra damage and a little bit of healing off of just the auto with the Deceive, using the W to just get the reset. And I wish we could see the stacks of Draven, but we cannot. Is he going to tank the bomb? The passive actually going down there. And Lava should still be able to clear this pretty fast. We have 165 stacks on Sayo at the moment. A nice dodge there by Shadow, but still going to take the Guardian off of him by just giving him an auto attack to the face. Lava has the ability to do a lot of damage here. There's no passive for Kaze if he wants to go for this. But you can already see the angle. Kingy is here. He's waiting for Lava to go in, and now he's just going to force Lava to disengage as Odie is in his jungle. And Gavato just taking so much damage. Draven just chunks so hard, especially with that serrated Dirk out now. And there's the Moonlight Vigil. Is it going to be enough? Shadow is going to fall here. Sayo will not get a kill, though, but it is 2 over to the side of Rainbow 7, and that will give a gigantic gold swing in their favor. And, I mean, it's already a massive gold lead in this bot lane. Sayo has been doing a phenomenal job at denying CS to Gavato. Not getting a kill there really stings, but it is... I mean, you still get 2 kills, and it's not the end of the world. Getting your team kills is always going to be a good thing. And this is just very well set up. They know the play is coming, but there's no way they can run because of because of where Sayo's position. There's nothing they could do. A very good Moonlight Vigil, but the flash is really over. It's just really excessive. Kingy's not able to match that rotation just yet. As Kaze are going to get Buster shotted away, actually. So it's ulti out of Lava there. But it was probably to save himself, I would imagine. Kaze just going to be able to use that fleet footwork to heal back up. So it didn't really matter. As we're obviously going towards a static shiv, this is nothing surprising. Shush phone. As... Oh, no. Trying to engage there doesn't really work out for either party. Teleport back in from Lava. Almost getting the plating there too, but not going to have it just yet. Odie going on to these Void Garbs, going to only take the Scuttle and back away. As you can see, Summit, I mean, that's 2 lanes now where a massive CS diff has formed, and now a gigantic gold lead has formed as Lava is going to be able to jump away and actually get out perfectly fine. Kaze going to just get the cannon at the cost of his passive and should be able to just take this recall no problem. And 25 CS, and soon to be like 27 in the bot lane, and 7, is that 17? 27? Yeah, that's 27 in top. It's not going well for one pawn. As Summit has almost taken this entire turret. It's going to be a plating over to Lava, and I think Summit's going to have a lot more than just a plating. Yeah, he has 4 plates now on this top lane, a massive accelerated shock blast right there, and there's going to be all the Void Grubs over as well. Oh, no. They need to get the next 2 if they want a chance, and they're going to be able to pressure them back for now. Pawn almost has ulti. He can't really charge it, though. Kaze just going to get a little bit of poke damage in. And now jumping in onto Summit, and he's instantly going to get deleted. That bonus damage is so huge, but Pawn has a lot of damage in the tank, but he can't really use it right now. Kaze not going to be able to do much of anything, and meanwhile in the bot lane, Sayo has found a kill. Odie going low. Kaze trying to just find the damage here. He has the Shiv available to him. And Sayo, oh my goodness, Sayo has found a kill in the bot lane. That is a massive cash out. That's like 300 gold. And that is really huge, there's no answer here for Shadow. He is just not gonna be able to do anything. Yeah, sad dog. It's Kaze. It's going to not even use his static shiv here. Will now, but now that he has no deceive, Odie and Lava know this is their chance to go in, and Kaze going to take half of his health and damage. Lava going to at least give him a little bit of healing back. Nice jukes on the sapling with the deceive, and Lava going to continue to take a lot of damage there from static shiv and the fleet footwork, giving the healing back, so he's taking comparatively more damage, I guess, if you want to look at it that way like I do. So what on earth happens as we see the Drake being taken or being threatened? Gets hand shunk into the frenzy, and then does Sayo just finish it with autos? Yum. Finishes with all 688 gold and cash in. That is a lot of money, and that is the Essence Reaver finished. He's just sitting on the serrated Dirk. I'm assuming Eclipse? Yomu's probably, actually, I'm wrong. Pon, you can't fight this dude. You are a whole level down on Summit, and look at how much damage he's doing. He has the Eclipse finished already. Summit's starting his Triforce, as Kingy will actually deny the Void Mites here. It'll be a 4-2 split. Kaze is bot lane right now and staring at 3 members of Rainbow 7 starting to try and dive him, so he's not having any fun. He will hit Lions and Sayo for a little bit, but it's not that much. They're going to start splitting these platings. I think this turret's just gone. Yeah, this is just gone. And there is Kaze actually using Isurus's emote. Odie going to land the combo. Sayo has so much damage and he's instantly just eliminated Kaze. Almost gave his life for the cause, but it just wasn't close enough for Sayo to fall. And that is the danger of Rainbow 7 right now, is they are just so damn good. They're very good individual players and they play together so well. Just a well-oiled, I mean, there's a reason that they've had average regular, like, okay-ish regular seasons, finishing usually like top 4, but insane playoff runs and playoff success because they are just that damn good. I think Kaze was just a bit too reluctant to throw out that second deceive. I think he was a bit too reluctant to throw out that second deceive, and it just cost him. I actually don't know if he had flash. 11 platings to 1. They finished off 2 turrets. And I believe got a plating mid. Yeah, that is 1 plate mid, 10 plates in top and bot. Just a lot of stuff. And now Sayo, Yomu's finished. Ooh, Gavato is already getting chunked by Summit, as Odie is taking this Rift Herald pretty easily, and with Draven pretty found with a massive 42 CS lead in top lane and the assist adding to it. Like, it is shaping up to be already so Rainbow 7 sided. They are already 7,000 gold ahead. It is just insanely Rainbow 7 sided right now. Just unbearably so already. Draven is big here. Galvado just finished his first item. Sayo has 2 already. And they're going to try and fight here. Odie not even going to get caught out as he cancels the airborne. And now Kingy getting frenzied, having to flash away. Lava and the teleport doesn't really find anything. Sayo's ulti doesn't find much either, but Odie's going to be able to go in and find Gavato. Shadow going to get a nice charm onto Odie, but it's not going to matter. Shadow is already given over. A killing spree for Sayo, and he's just using autos. Pawn is so close to ulti, but he's not even going to get it close. Odie's on a killing spree as a full tank Maokai, and they are steam rolling. Isurus Gaming, 8,000 gold ahead now. This is looking to be a quick game. Odie, here he comes. Straight into the top tier 2. Uh-oh. Aww. It was a very good idea, but he did miss. Sadly, he missed. The charge still goes off, so the tier 2 and top will fall. But holy cow, what an effort. What an effort there by Odie to bring the Herald. Almost got it, too. Just isn't a Drift King. Doesn't play enough Scion, clearly. his position on the team as the jungle doesn't allow him enough time to practice his Scion, so he hasn't really gotten time to drift. But you see this, they try to catch out Odie, and it doesn't work. The airborne actually gets canceled, and Kingy's already having to run. He's already so low health. Draven not going to kill him, and then when Shadow goes in, go to cleanse from Gavato there. Shadow goes in, so close. There's so much damage going on from Gavato, but he only has one item. He doesn't have the Kraken Slayer just yet. He doesn't have an LDR available. He's not shredding any help. And then Pawn shows up, and Pawn gets nuked. He has no items right now. He has no defensive items like he wants, because he's been put so far behind. He's only really been able to finish his Triforce. And then he's going to go put this mid. He's going to charge it mid. And you can see that it's dead. So he's going to try and embrace his inner initial D. It's not going to happen, but he tried to embrace his inner initial D and drift it to top lane. Doesn't quite work out, but he gets the turret anyway, so he doesn't really care. He doesn't even have Triforce. Never mind. That's giving him too much credit. Summit's going to get jumped on. Pawn just isn't doing any damage, though. Pawn, you don't do anything here. Summit's 1.5. Summit's just 2 items. Kingy, you don't do any damage either. As the ulti comes out, the Nar's not going to connect. The flash out of Summit is frame perfect, baby. And now Pawn and Kingy on the wrong side of running. The snipe not going to come through from Sayo. There's the the Drake over to Rainbow 7. There's no accelerated shock blast available for Summit. Pawn might have just escaped with Kingy, but it's costed quite a lot. The shock blast almost taking him out, but he's able to survive just long enough. And you can see the 60 CS difference in top is massive right now. And Kaze just got an early lead, and he can't do anything with it because his team has been getting eliminated from every fight. The Aphelios isn't fed enough. Maokai's giga-fed. Draven's 3-shotting people already. Jace is such a threat, and now Sayo getting jumped on. The goo ulti going to land. Sayo's gonna get shut down by Gavato, and maybe Isurus have found an angle back into this game, and they're still down 9,000 gold. As you can see, the total damage is almost 10,000 on all 3 carries of Rainbow 7. It is going to be really tough to deal with this AAA D comp when you're this far behind. It's not optimal to draft AAA D, but when you pretty much are doing more damage than the entire enemy team combined, that is when you're doing it really well. This is just over-aggression, over-extension from Sayo, thinking he can do it, and Gavato and Kingy play it beautifully. They punish gorgeously to get a ton of money back into the pocket of Gavato. He's almost finished his second item here. Uh-oh, Kingy's already gone too far, and he's just dragged into everybody on Rainbow 7 in their own jungle as a teleport coming through from lava now into the bot lane, and he's just going to start pushing this out, and Rainbow 7 dominating Isurus' own jungle. This is terrifying. Isurus were hoping to get through this game, and I mean, there's still a chance. They're hoping to get through this series so they can have an undefeated matchup with Astral Esports next week on Tuesday, but it's not even looking like they're going to make it out of this game in second place, as Rainbow 7 are well oiled, and this is going to be a 20-minute Baron without a doubt about it. There is no chance Isurus even steal this. 20 minutes, 30 seconds. Rainbow 7 get the Baron. And now it is an 11,000 gold lead. Odie isn't even going to get caught out. Nice jukes there, and this turret's not even going to get close to falling. Odie doesn't even care. He's tanking all of it. And if you're Astral Esports, you're happy about this outcome right now as it stands, because this means that there is competition for second place, and that means the focus on first is going to get a lot blurrier for some of these teams because they have to worry about losing their spot, losing their chance to get a slightly better matchup in playoffs. And you're going to have to worry, they're going to have to worry about tiebreakers, and they're going to have to worry about a lot. And now Odie getting dragged into everybody, but it's going to be great. The Nature's Grasp going to catch, who is that? Kingy. Couldn't even tell if it was Kingy or not. Kingy gonna go in, land a nice combo onto Sayo, but he's gonna get frenzied immediately. A nice airborne. Shadow finds a huge ulti, but they need to capitalize. Gabato just can't do anything right now. He's running the wrong way in terms of what he needs to do. Pawn going to get the second kill onto Sayo. Lava is just jumping on a Kaze though in the back line. Shadow is all alone. It's going to be a 3 for Lava, 1 for Summit, and this game is over. Rainbow 7 playing the fastest game of the season. Gabato stands alone in his base. He's already a quarter health. The cleanse is great onto the handshake, but Summit doesn't care. He's going to finish him off. The turret's going to finish off Summit. But now they have to disengage. The wave is way too damaged. Shut down for Gabato. You can see the production crew thought this game was well over 2, but it's not just yet. There's a chance. They've bought themselves time as Summit gets his 3rd item. Odie gets his 3rd item. Sayo gets his 3rd item. Hell, Lions has a 2nd item before Kingy and Pun have a 2nd item. I mean, I know they're 4,600 total gold, but still, the fact that Pun got 3,333 gold, almost as fast as Lions got 4,600 gold, is damning. Just absolutely damning, because Lions only has it from 1,000 from Quest, which is just 600 really of value. 600. And assists. He has no farm. He has only gotten assists. And 1 kill. Fair enough. He has 1 kill. Kaze gets a lot of damage already from that bomb. Odie jumping in, and there's the Nature's Grasp. Kaze already half health. Odie might be in a bit too deep. Kingy's going to be able to crescent guard most of the damage away. And Rainbow 7 need to disengage as Sayo is just chunking Shadow and almost takes him out entirely. As he's going to keep going forwards. And Summon, he actually does get out of turret range as this turret will fall. And now tier 3's under siege. Now the inhibs are under siege. Kaze is already so low. Sayo is just dancing around. Pawn isn't going to be able to escape fast enough, and Pawn is gone. Sayo finds the kill. Kingy's going in. He's frenzied. Double kill now for Sayo. He's got the bailout. It's a triple kill for Sayo. It's a double kill for Summit. It's the ace for Rainbow 7. And it is a 24-minute game here in game 1 as Rainbow 7 curb stomp Isurus from minute 1. Okay, they didn't curve stomp from minute 1, but they put the beat. A single double kill is all the hope Isurus had this game, and then they got stomped so hard. And I mean, Sayo's game MVP right there. Sayo is the game MVP. There's not a question. Sayo is the MVP of the game. It's his first of the season. It's gonna be the 4th player of Rainbow 7 to get player of the game without a doubt. And they'll join Isurus for most players with player of the game honors with 4. And now all they need are their supports actually to get it, both of them. And they will have the whole party. Actually, no, Shadow already has a player of the game. Who the heck is? Is it actually the top lane? No, it's not even Demi. Demi dominated the other time, but it's not happening here. It's jungle. Really, usually it's never the jungle. But Rainbow 7, I mean, what do you even say? They got ahead in top. They got ahead in bot. It was over from there. It's really just tough. Draven got ahead, and the game was over. There was just not much that. There's just not much that Isurus could really do. I mean, this is the fight that ended top lane, because look how far behind Pawn is already. He's already a level behind, and then Kingy's instantly dead. Kaze is fighting for his life, but it's not even gonna matter. And this is just, this solo down here ended lane. This solo right here ended, or not even solo, this fight ends lane for Isurus. Done. There it is, that one auto. 668 gold, that was phenomenal. I mean, this is just Kaze maybe being a bit too worried and he just gets decimated by Seo as well and company. This fight looked like a good angle, and then just Rainbow Seven just turn all their CC against them. They can't do anything. And then Gavuto trying his hardest, but he doesn't have any items, and it's not enough. He can't even shred down Odie, and another kill onto Seo, by the way. Seo just doing so much damage, and then Pawn actually dies to Odie. But Kaze is just getting... You could just see Seo chunking people's health bars so hard. And this is why you can draft Draven if you... This is why I said draft Draven if you are going to be able to dominate. Like, if you know you can get ahead, draft Draven. It is so strong if you can get a good lead, but it requires that good lead. It's just kind of the rule of Draven. If you aren't going to get if you don't get ahead, it's just unplayable. This is a good catch out onto Seo, but this is just too late. Gavuto tried, but he's already down a whole item. Not happening. Kingy also immediately gets caught overextended after that play. And then this is the best angle. Shadow, look at this ulti. Look at this. This catches 3. I thought it was 4, but somehow it wasn't there yet. And then Seo's just surviving. Seo, the bailout didn't even pop. Seo just survived. Pawn eventually gets it. And then Pawn dies because Lava's going to blow him up. Lava's going to blow up 3 people here. Summit kills off Shadow, and I thought that was the end of the game. Gavuto was very low, and then Seo, this is, I believe, also not the end of the game. No, this was the end of the game. Yeah. Seo survives all this. It's a triple kill, and it's just, yeah. You didn't even get a chance to break 20,000 on Draven because you were just, the game was too fast. Game was way too fast. I mean, you look at all the damage numbers, Nar's damage numbers, those are the lowest Nar numbers I've seen all season. That's the lowest Xin Zhao and Aphelios numbers I've seen all season. I mean, Kaze was doing stuff, but there was a certain point. A shutout in turrets, a shutout in grubs. They got the Baron. Yeah, exactly what you want. This is exactly what you want from your team. You draft a Draven, you draft Seo Draven, you draft Summit Jace. This is exactly what you want. They dominate their lanes, either in CS or kills, or both if you're Seo, and then it's just over from there. The cash out, and it is build around this Draven, build around Seo. This whole team comp wants to let Seo just decimate people. And it's exactly what happens. Great plays from Rainbow Seven. I mean, it's really hard to think of anything to say about Seo, to say about Rainbow Seven that isn't just they did exactly what they needed. They got the one. I mean, that is kind of the thing that sucks about Draven games to talk about is if you lose a Draven game, it's because Draven never cashed out and wasn't able to scale and wasn't able to become the hyper carry. If you win, it's Draven cashed out once, the game ended at 15. Like, it is it is a recurring joke that Draven games are just 15 minutes of farming. And it pretty much was. It's like 15, 16 minutes of farming. First kill for Draven, game's over. That was it. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. I joked about it in LCS. I joked about it at Worlds, and I'm going to continue talking about it because it is just true. You play a 15-minute game of League. If Draven gets a kill after 15 minutes, game ends. Just FF at that point, unless you really think you can shut down the Draven. In this case, they couldn't. Pawn was really their only hope to shut down Draven with Kingy, and they couldn't even do it. Shadow tried, but they didn't have any damage from Pawn that game. I mean, lowest in the game. Less damage than Shadow. Shadow did 4,000. Pawn did 3,500 damage. Like, he's getting out damaged by the Gnar. It is just really hard to explain how, I mean, one, how bad that is for you, but how negatively, like, how hard it is to win with a top laner that's getting out damaged by the support Rakan, the full tank Rakan, all supporting items Rakan. Like, it's really hard to justify that, when, especially because I know Pawn isn't bad. I know Pawn isn't very bad. I know Summit is, one, good enough to win LCS at certain points, and good enough to play in Korea. And obviously, when he joined the league, he was instantly in talks for best top laner in the league, and he's backed that up now 5 times, pretty much, after a very rough start against Estral. He's backed that up every time. And yeah, Sayo becomes the 4th member of Rainbow Seven to get MVP 6, 2, and 7. I mean, this is just the final fight. And look at this. He just ends the game here. Kingy thinks he can go in. That's... Pawn gets him good. He got Pawn good there. And then Shadow gets hit in the face. And then here comes, I believe this is when Kingy's going to jump in on him and try and shut down this Draven. And it's not going to happen. Oh, no, that was Recon. I thought that was Kingy earlier. And it is... I mean, it's going to be a Draven ban next game, and I don't even know what to say. There's nothing really to say. I want to see SRS draft better, but it's like, you can't really outdraft that. You can't outdraft just getting Draven diffed in lane. You can't outdraft the Jace, though. That was a tough one. You can't outdraft the Draven just getting 1 kill and the game ends. So it's going to be really tough to say anything else about it. I mean, I really hope to see it an actual game next game. Or not. Either way, I either get to go to sleep or I get to go another game. And we'll see, because this was a very depressing game for SRS, no doubt about it. But for Rainbow, 7. This is phenomenal as you take the 1-0 lead and are 1 game away from taking 2nd place in LLA through the first round, like through the first half of the round robin, pretty much. So will SRS battle back and force a game 3, or will Rainbow 7 cruise to probably the fastest 2-0 of the season? We will find out when we come back for game number 2. I can't count. Game number 2. I will see you after the break. I wasn't paying attention to the time, but welcome back to what could be the final. Oops, hit the pop filter again. I'm very good at this. Could be the final game of this week, as it is. I'm looking at teammates. Sorry, I'm looking up old crap no one cares about. As this could be Rainbow Seven closing out their their back-to-back 2-game weeks on a very high note as we are jumping into the draft with Rainbow Seven on the blue side this time. Not all nights. Isurus opting to go to the red. And this is Isurus need to come back swinging, as we see very specific. We see pretty much just Kaze bans and Kingy getting off of that Vi. We are just, this is Draven, right? You ban the Draven. Ban the Lucian. They're leaving the Draven up to Seo still first pick it. It's very possible. Does Seo just go for it? No, we're actually going to see a flexible Ashe pick. And this puts the pressure onto Isurus to take the Varus away. And the instant Maokai lock-in. Not giving Odie it. They think they can make it work better. Especially with Varus. Very good combo there. Good CC chain if you don't screw over your ADC or vice versa. Assuming they just take the jungle answer here. And possibly the support. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But Odie will be taking this Xin Zhao. I don't think it's going to be lethality Xin Zhao mid like it is in solo queue. Just don't have I can't imagine it will be. As, oh no. It's one of those hovers is not like, one of those hovers scares me. For the other reason that it shouldn't. And, I mean, we're going to see the jungle switch, and that's going to be the Corki locked in. I wasn't going to say anything until after that happened. Very good pick here, but they need a tanky boy in this bot lane now, really, or a tank in this top lane to really round out this team comp. And Isurus going to take the Yone into this Corki. Interesting. Hold on. Hold the heck on. I'm intrigued already. There you go. I was trying to find this. Gnar banned away from Summit here. He does play it quite a bit. I'm wondering. Is Blitzcrank again banned away here? Where the heck is this Yone? I'm very confused here, actually. I haven't seen a lot of the Yone. As the Gwen taken away from Summit as well, and the Karma banned away from Shadow. Right now, Yone 9-6, actually. So, do with that what you will. As it's going to be the instant Aatrox lock-in for Pawn. He's had 2 games of this, and he's dominated both of them. I mean, hold on, let me pull up the... Where is it? Or no. Where is it? I'm looking at the wrong day. And it's going to be the Milio with the Ashe. Okay. Intriguing. 11, 2, and 4 on the season. 7.5K. Yeah, wait, no. Give me a minute. Ooh. Cassante into the Aatrox. Very uninteresting. Hell yeah. As raise your dongers? Maybe. As it's going to be Wei support here, actually. Intriguing. So the first Wei support in this season, specifically. Oh, neck itch, sorry. I don't know, actually. Interested to see what Shadow can bust out. Sorry. Could be very interesting to see how this goes. I'm trying to do math and I'm very stupid. But Pawn 11, 2, and 8 on the season. That is how the math works. Oh, that was cute. Did they miss it though? Very cute. And with this comp though, it can be... I'm not loving this Rainbow 7 comp. They really need a lot to execute. Hey, that's a cool bear. I want it. They're relying a lot on this Corki and Cassante to be their engage. They have good pick potential, though. A lot of pick potential. But besides that, it's a lot. It's a lot of reliance on this Corki. Meanwhile, Isuris rocking a comp that I think is pretty solid. I like it a lot. They have exactly what I would imagine I would want in my drafts from a team. Good tankiness, good damage, good CC lock. They have Wei. That's pretty awesome. And so here we are until what could be the last game of this week if Rainbow 7 can put the pieces together against Isuris. Yeah, I'm doing math, right? 11, 2, 8, which is 19, which is an 8.5 KDA so far. And Shadow was hyped for this game. Eight and a half, and like averaging 17,000 damage per game right now on his 2 games. Not bad. And we're gonna see double AP bot lane. This is AP Varus. Welcome to the LLA. And it is... anything can happen. I need to just lower the volume really quick. Sorry. I forgot. I always forget to turn down his Kaze and Lava going to trade pretty aggressively pretty early, but Lava going to be a little worse for wear here, but for now it shouldn't be that big of a deal, and now it might be a little bit of a big deal, but Lava has the range advantage and still can farm pretty safely, even with Kaze standing right in the wave. Unless he gets hit by a Q3, it should be fine. Speaking of Q3, Pawn, Aatrox, Summit, Cassante, a lot of Q3s in this game, actually. I guess Shadow kind of counts. If you count 3 different Qs, then yes, Shadow has Q3. As we're going to see a nice trade here, actually. The slow lands and Sayo using that boosted attack range. Going to lay down a little bit of punishment onto Gavato and Shadow. Kaze, I think, faking a deep ward right now. Is Lava going to just keep rocking first strike? It's not going to do too much, so Kaze doesn't have a reason to really fear it. As we're seeing Gavato just get jumped on in the bot lane right now. Pawn and Summit just going to beat each other over the head because that's exactly what you do on these champions. I believe this is also Summit's first Cassante of the season, if I'm not mistaken. If I can find who the heck Summit plays. Yes, this is Cassante's first time being played by Summit as Lions. Going to get hit by the Maw, and I believe that was the QW as well. So a lot coming through there coming out there from Shadow. A lot of damage. Kaze going to be tanking up with the shield a little bit, dodging the phosphorus bomb, but Lava is putting the work in now, using that range advantage, well, to his advantage. Taking advantage of the range versus melee matchup. I hope I really did switch the cameras back. I did. I'm not stupid, just mostly stupid. As Shadow trying to get some poke down onto Lions. As Lava already backing and teleporting early. As Kaze just doing that really to back him up. And Summit going to stomp the Q3 from coming through, but is still very low. But Pawn doesn't have the spell rotation to do anything. Already using the Infernal Chains. And is just going to get the back and TP out of Summit. Gavato out of mana, yeah. And we have triple tonic down here? No way. Some doofus went triple tonic. Gavato is a griefer, man. Actually, it's useful when you're actually farming, but It is not that much. It's true damage against minions, then it's adaptive force. It's yeah. Is it adaptive force for a few minutes or for a minute, and then you get gold, and then it's a free skill level, which doesn't really do anything besides get you your secondary skill buffed a bit earlier, which actually does kind of matter on Varus, so I can see why he would go it, but still, it's triple tonic. And Kingy going to not spot out Odie here, actually. And Odie might be able to get the jump. Blind Q, just blind Q over the wall. Shadow's gonna actually fall down here. And it's already first blood, we even see it. And Gavato is just gonna have to run away with his tail between his legs. Sayo picks up first blood. And that is suboptimal. Kingy actually gonna get jumped on by Odie now. He's spotted out, so I think this is gonna be the end of Kingy on these Void Grubs. Actually, no, but it's not. Kaze is here to help. He has the Fate Sealed. Never mind. Able to back out. Okay, they're going to restart it again. Summit is here now. But Lava's here to play. Doesn't have his special passive. But he steals a grub with the missile barrage, though. Lava going to land a little bit of, or take a little bit of damage there. Lava going to be able to steal away a grub, and that's actually really valuable, though. And is going to be a 2-to-1 split still, but dang, does that one hurt. And it could have been a 3-0. Pon going to get the Q3, actually, but Summit going to get the juggle into the all-out. Pon going to World Ender away. He's going to try and run the Q3 available for Summit, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much of anything with it. And now ulti for ulti. Kaze on the wrong side of town, flashing out. And will be able to escape. Odie is just kind of staring at him as... What is Odie going to do here? He's just going to stick around. And there's no Kingy around, so Kaze has to be very careful here on this engage if he does choose to engage. But Lava's just going to leave it and not die. And what on earth happens? Is it really just kick in the head? And then, yeah, it's just kick in the head. Sayo has... I mean, he has Flurry available, and it is not looking good for Isser's bot lane. Again, Kingy's here, but there's not going to be much he could do. Kingy's actually got to back up, or else he's going to get smacked in the face repeatedly, as Odie is now here to help out his bot lane. And with no ulti available, there's not really any pressure Kingy can exert onto bot that is already not being exerted. His ganks require a flash at the moment, and he's going to run in, and he needs to land this flash onto Sayo, or else it's all for naught, and the kick in the head's not going to give him that opportunity. But now they're going to try and answer it. Kaze going forward is going to be able to get out with the soul unbound, but he's very, very low right now. Lava might be looking to get aggressive, but dodging the Phosphor Bomb. Kaze is going to be able to escape for the time being. There's no rockets available. Oh, flash out, and now Kaze is stuck on the wrong part of... No, wrong half of the rift, but he's going to be able to get out with that Q3 there, so not the worst. That dash away will be able to keep him nice and safe. And this is Lethality Varus. Never mind. It's Lethality Varus with extra steps. I don't know why you don't go Hail here, but it is Lethality Varus with Comet. It's Kaze just looking to clear these waves out. Odie coming in, and that's the flash out of Gavato as he needed it. And now Lava going forwards, doesn't have another missile though, so Kaze is going to be able to escape very close to death, but Gavato forced to flash away as that was going, yeah, missile, no, Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to land directly onto him. So it is not pretty right now for Isser's, but it's only 1,000 gold. And it's a lot more manageable than it was the previous game, obviously. So, ooh, oh, Pon almost got that too. It's someone actually going to be able to escape the Infernal Chains there with the Pathmaker. I don't think he really meant to, but he will. Oh, Pon and Summit again in the stare down. Cassandre might just be a little bit better right now. We see a 9 CS lead here, so about the wave that's actually sitting here for pawn. And he will get most of it. See, I mean, it's mostly just small CS leads comparatively now. As Kaze is going to jump onto lava and get out, and he's taking a turret shot. So he actually does lose that trade a little. But he has lifesteal, so he's not actually in a terrible spot. As everyone's rotating, now Herald's spawning in a while. Drake is up, though. As Kaze going in, there's this fate sealed, and Kingy's going to secure the kill. Going in with Kaze there, and lava has fallen. And there it is. That is optimal play there from Kaze, getting perfectly aggressive. And that will be the Void Grubs over to Kingy. Actually, Odie's here to answer. That will also be a plating over, but that's not as important right now. Odie, does he have an angle? Because Summit's trying to go down too, and that's going to land. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to jump onto Kingy. Odie getting jumped on now. Summit coming in on the flank. There's no fate on, or no fate sealed. There is no flash available. Kingy at least going to be able to dodge the package. Lava going to land a nice missile. Kaze is still going in though, and he might have gone a bit too deep as Odie's going to secure the kill onto Kaze now, and that is a massive overextension that you can't afford to make as Isurus Gaming. As Isurus, they're not even Isurus Gaming. Oh, the Chain of Corruption going to miss. And Alceo flashing forwards. Gavato, there is no escape. A nice ulti there. And it's going to cleanse the slow a little bit with a Breath of Life, but there's just not enough damage yet from Shadow to do much of anything. And he's going to have to run away, baby. As Seo picks up a second kill in this bot lane. And it is brutal for Rainbow 7. Overextension with the Chain of Corruptions being down means Seo and Lions have free reign to walk forwards. And it's just not very... It's not looking good at all for Rainbow 7. They have been, or for Isurus, they have been having a tough time in this series so far. And they're just barely keeping it even in this game. Just barely keeping it even. As now Ashe 2-0. We've seen a fed Ashe in this today. And Gavato actually able to get out of turret. And never mind. I thought he did. The turret just took a little bit to get that turret shot off. Uh-oh. Gavato going to be able to dodge. And now Odie not going to be able to go anywhere. And that is very timely dodges. But we've seen a fed Ashe this game, or today. We did. It was very scary. And it did end up winning, of course. Because of course it did. There you go, 4-3-12. He didn't miss. Rebel didn't miss much either. 6-6-29 on the support game, but these arrows are landing. And Summit not even going to waste Pathmaker. They're going to let it hit. He knows he's not going to die if he tanks that, so it's okay. In total gold, yeah, with 2 kills, of course it is Seo. About 300 gold ahead, so only a dagger ahead, so not that much. Summit going to try and punish Pawn for having to come up and farm this wave right now, and it will be the Void Grubs now, started by Odie, and this should be the Void Mites being summoned. There's no real angle for Isurus to get into the pit here and steal away one more. Wait, no, there's no... Never mind, they went one. They got one of them. So it is a 4-2 split for Rainbow 7, and no Void Grubs, sadly. Kingy just checking out the vision, and that is a 3-0 on the second set of Grubs. And we'll get them a lot of damage over time, thanks to Lava actually stealing one of the Grubs away on that first set with a big rock, with just a big rocket. I don't know if it was actually a big one, but it was a good one. As Kaze is facing down Summit, I don't know if that's going to work super well, but he's facing down Kaze. Or Summit. Is teleport out from Lava now? I believe he has package. No, he doesn't. He already used it. And there's a massive, massive stun coming through. He's stunned for so damn long. Gavato is going insanely low. The big ones or not even the big ones, just the rocket barrage were landing onto him, but it just was not enough. As Odie going over the wall to try and jump onto Shadow, but he's going to be able to flash away in time. Lava. Uh-oh. 3v2 teleport coming in from Pawn, and I think they're going to turn onto it. A Great Fate sealed. And that is Lions already going down even through the breath of life. Odie going to be able to survive for the time being with a flash forward. Will get this double kill for Kaze. And now Isurus are in this game again. Lava taking a lot of punishment there from Gavato and Shadow. And this should be the Rift Herald as well over to Isurus. And this is more of what you were expecting when the 2-0 and 2-1 teams were meeting up in a series. And it's a lot closer, about a 300, now 200 gold lead overall. And Pawn is getting teleported on. Summit has found Pawn. What will Pawn do? Flash away. And should be able to escape here, and he will. And speaking of getting away, Kaze getting away with going under the turret. And Shadow is very happy his ADC gave him the light of day to get a ward kill and share the money. And get the increased amount from killing wards. And I don't think Odie was spotted out. Kingy, I believe, was spotted. He's obviously spotted out. He's clearing a control ward. And Sayo just clearing out. He's clearing up these waves now. As Kingy getting jumped on by Odie, but he's going to be able to hit the Bramble Smash to get him backed up. And, Kaze? What the heck was Kaze doing there? As you see the total damage, it's just the mid laners doing a lot. They are just going in and fighting each other and fighting a lot. As Pawn going to be able to clear this wave, actually, so Summit can't just do the ignore the enemy champion and hit them over the head on the turret. Kaze going in, but not going to be able to do anything. Lava's still going to get hit by that. Damn. Tough. It's not in, or just didn't stand in the perfect spot to get it blocked. Kaze is in a terrible position here. He has no fate sealed. I believe he just went in. And now Odie going to be able to jump in. And there's the kill over to Lava. A shut down. And there's a nice fear. But Sayo is still going to be able to go on a killing spree. And that is the lethal tempo paired with the Milio doing so much to Gavato and Shadow. Kingy in a bit of a pickle as the top tier 1 will fall for first turret of the game. And bot tier 1 will follow, and mid tier 1 actually will also follow. Actually, do they have enough damage? No, they do not have enough damage yet, but that is 2 turrets and almost a third as the Ashe goes 3-0 and a big shutdown to the Corki as he just finishes Eclipse. Sayo almost getting smacked down by the custom smite there as the drift is flawless and will secure the first turret for Isurus. As they will get rid of this mid-tier 1. Okay, they will. Good. The Herald had just enough, and the Void Mites did just enough there, as Lava has the package available. And he will be able to use this to just bully Isurus off of this Cloud Drake. And that's going to even out the Drakes, and that's going to take away the one real advantage Isurus had, which was early Drake. But even then, it wasn't early enough. Because now it is a very slow Drake Soul. Even if it was a second dragon, that would have been, at minimum, 27-minute Drake Soul. So, would have been really a really long time. Like, 27-minute Drake Soul and a 4-0 Drake Sweep is pretty bad. And this is, how did Kaze get in this position? What did you do? And then Gavato is just getting soloed. A great flash there. Good fear from Shadow, but it's just only enough to save himself. Kingy sniped. It's over. Bye, Kingy. Lava gets his second kill of the game as he is 2 items now. Or, well, it was 2 items, but he's still 2. Now, yeah, his 2 items is really, really strong for him. I don't even know where he used the package. He probably just used it for rotations like most players do. And, Kaze going to be able to jump away with the fate sealed, but he's getting locked down by Odie and Lava, and actually not going to be able to finish it. That minion will block the one missile that he needed to not tank. So, Kaze with just ulti gets away, but it will be the mid-tier 1 finally falling. Seo, life goal achieved, as he should have second item finished. The Triforce, not actually going Bork. Usually we see a lot of Bork rushes from Ash, but with the Maokai here and with the Aatrox, I'm assuming he just wants to have some tank shred. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. Never mind. He shouldn't have Triforce finished. I thought he had more than just the, I thought he had a bit more, but no. Just has the X finished right now. So, not enough. The sauce. Zax, I think it is. It's either Zazix or Zaxax, and I don't know which one it is ever. I use a very silly name for it that I don't call it on stream. It's a certain name I use for it that I don't use on stream for a reason. Zazax. Okay, it is Zazax. Cool. I try not to use the silly names for the items because it's not the same. Sometimes I do, but I try not to. Which is why it's the Rookern. And total gold, not surprising, it's the 2 people he kills and the one with 200 CS. And it is just, I mean, it's still a gold beatdown. 4,000 gold. It is slowly getting out of the hands of Isurus Gaming. It is certainly out of hand now. Kingy taking a good amount of damage. And we have the best Baron. And King... Ooh, the Jukes. But will the Jukes be enough to run? Odie going to actually back him up. So very well played. As they will survive the run back to their jungle. And it's really it. There is the Triforce actually finished for real this time. Dang, how much were you sitting on, Seo? As the Frozen, not the Frozen Fist. I can't call it the Frozen Fist anymore because there actually is an item called Frozen Fist. The Summit is jumping in onto Kaze and Gavoto, and he will just get out with the Pathmaker. But now Kaze trying to go in, Soul Unbound, but now Odie in there using the Crescent Guard, and he's going to flash forwards, land the Airborne. Kingy having to flash in and try and save his teammates as well, and now everyone's running away. There's a bunch of flashes spent, but not a lot of them are used positive to do a heck of a lot of anything. Odie, no flash. Seo, no ghost. Summit, no ghost. Meanwhile, Kingy, flashless. Kaze, flashless. Shadow is healless. What? Anyways, it is the Iceborne Gauntlet for Summit, as I was saying. Not the Frozen Fist, because that is the ornament now. It's the Orna upgrade. So we see a Frozen are coming through for Kingy, but I don't know how much of value that's going to give. A lot of value. I just don't know how well he's going to get to use it. As Summit is putting the beat down on Kaze right there. 2-item Corki is very useful. It's very nice to have. Oh shoot, Odie is getting the jump onto Shadow, but Shadow gonna land a really nice fear actually. He's gonna be able to dip, but now he's not going to be able to. That is a very nice enchanted crystal arrow as it's a kill for Odie. 2-1-2 now on this Xin Zhao. And Rainbow 7 have full access to this turret. The Chain of Corruption not going to land. Gavato is going insanely low. The Rocket Barrage not going to land enough. The Missile Barrage, I guess. As we see Summit and Kaze fighting in the top lane. Pawn going to land the Infernal Chains, but he's going to need a lot of healing because Seo's laying down a lot of damage. Kingy going to block the Missile Barrage, so he's not going to get hit. Kaze is losing this 1v1 though. Summit gets his first kill of this game, and Rainbow 7 break open the main lane as they go for a very, very late third dragon. Holy, Rainbow 7 toying with Isurus this game, just not even concerned. They don't look like they even are worried about losing this game. It seems so certain for them. They're just playing with such a confidence and assurance. And this is such a long time. Like, this fight goes on for so damn long. We had a whole fight in mid, and this still was going. And it was pretty much just Summit stopping Kaze's back. He just wanted... Oh, if that hits, that's it for Summit. But Kaze does not get the benefit of landing that one. And Summit wins the 1v1. And he doesn't yield. As the shield bow now finished for Kaze, the Eclipse on Pawn. It's going to be really hard, but here comes the Nature's Grasp and the Chain of Corruption, going to land the Breath of Life with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to keep everyone alive. Gavato is flashing away, but now Pawn going in, and that's a massive shutdown now to the Aatrox. Kaze has found Lava, but Lava is going to continue to get CC'd. Pawn is going to be able to finish the job. Shadow is just getting soloed by Summit, though. Kaze is super low, and there's the shield, and there's the wind becoming lightning and striking on Kaze as Odie secures the kill there. And now it's a 4v2. Pawn, can you do it? Kiggy is getting jumped out by Summit. Lava's going to get the kill there. Pawn is running away to the wrong side of the rift, and Rainbow 7 take a phenomenal fight. That shouldn't have worked, but it ends up working anyways. And now they lead by almost 8,000 gold. Pawn is just very worried that they're going to spot him here and kill him, but now he's just going to go and recall further away as a 4 for 2. No, that was a 4 for 1. A 4 for Seo. Good shutdown, but you still see then total damage on those mid laners. Corki, the first to break 20k. It's so good. They start by catching out Seo, but they don't layer the CC well enough. They layer the CC, or well, they layer the CC, but they layer it too obviously. Pawn instantly gets in, but the cleanse is all that they need. Lava sniping Gavato off the map. And then Shadow's just getting smacked over the head. He's 5 levels down. He is truly the support gamer right now. And there is nothing Summit can do, or there's nothing Shadow can do about that, as we see that Isurus are going to have to answer to a Baron as the arrow actually going to land onto Kingy, and Kingy is going to have to use everything to try to survive, but he's going to become the 5th straight kill for Odie. Pawn is trying to chase down Lava, but it's not going to matter. The ulti is going to be really big for Shadow, but it's not going to be enough as Summit is here, and he is very scary. Gavato going to just jump away, and he's getting all out, and oh no, that's into 4 members. Kaze goes down to Summit. Odie onto Gavato. Gavato trying to run away, but the teleport from Lava is way too strong. Shadow's going to get the shut down there onto Odie, but Lava is dominating Isurus Gaming right now, as it is another 4 for 1 for Rainbow 7 as they get this tier 3. They're about to get this inhibitor down. Kingy is back, but Kingy really doesn't have anything. No flash, no Nature's Grasp. He's not going to do much of anything to his opponents. And now Summit just walking away, and Rainbow 7 going to take their recalls. And oh boy, is it going to be a very, very pricey shop as we see the Malignants come through. Or not even the Malignants, we see the Eclipse for Corki now. Or was it Malignants first? One of the two. He just had a Malignance. I think he bought it. Anyways, that is a Seeker's Arm Guard. I think he actually finished his boots now, too, which is very funny. And Runon's Hurricane, I think the McKills was already finished. And the Thorn Mail for Summit is just going to make Gavato's build slightly terrible. And Kaze is not going to be getting much value now. And neither will Pawn. This is just really dangerous. It's really powerful. The Randuins for Odie. Oh my goodness. The Bruiser, just absolutely painful to be the witness of, because it is not very fun to be on the receiving end of. Pretty much Titanic Hydra into full tank is a build that is just unfair, but it's what's happening. And now the Morello's on Shadow. Will it even be enough, as this time tier 3 has a despawned? The Baron is available, and Drake is in 30 seconds, but will Rainbow 7 even care? Because they're just going to push in this top lane. And they know the recalls are coming. Summit's just going to stand there and keep hitting it. Kaze going to try and do anything, but Summit is very scary. Odie has found Pawn and Kingy. And the arrow's going to land onto Kingy. But now, stuck in it all is Odie. And he's taking a lot of damage, but he's actually going to be able to block the ulti because of the Crescent Guard. It's very well done. But now Summit is fighting too, but it doesn't. Oh, it does matter. He gets shut down, but Summit went unstoppable, and that's going to be Kaze falling anyways. Amo, Rainbow 7 are crushing them. Seo finds Pawn. Lava is godlike. And now it is the writing. I mean, it's the writing on the wall. It's the grand finale here. Rainbow 7, package in hand. They are looking to finish this job and crush Isurus under their boot. But they gotta wait for a little bit. The package did expire there, actually. So it will be a reset, and... Give me 2 seconds. And it will be a reset from Rainbow Seven, so they at least survive for now. That will be the third Drake over, or the fourth Drake over to Rainbow Seven, so they are on Soul Point at 30 freaking minutes. If we even make it to 35, they will have a shot at getting that. But if we make it to 35 being the key word there, because it is unfreaking likely that we even get that far into the game with how hard Isras are getting stomped right now. Sayo, okay, so where does it start? Snipe. King E blocks the arrow. And they think they have Odie, but a Crescent Guard is just perfect. And Lions actually doesn't get hit there, so that's really good for Lions that he doesn't get half of his health bar deleted by Shadow. And then in the top lane, they get the shutdown onto Summit, but it's a 2-for-1 still. Summit's still good for 1, it's a 2-for-1 overall. And then Sayo shows up, and they just slap down. They just slap Pawn in the face. And now Lava, it has so much damage with these rockets, these missiles. And that is going to be the last tier 3 down. Every turret will fall for Isras Gaming this time around. Pawn is trying to do anything, but not even. Gets instantly juggled into all of Rainbow Seven. It will fall. Look at the damage. 33,000 for this Corki. Kaze goes in, finds absolutely nothing. Summit going forwards. That's going to be 2. And now Odie finds the second. Kaze going in again. He's going to get all out of it. He's going to be able to block it. Gavato has to flash away. Summit is in the fountain pretty much. Kaze gets taken out. It's 3 for Rainbow Seven. And then there it is. The final turrets falling in this game for Isras. The teleport back in from Lava. The package goes out. It is phenomenal. It is beautiful. The arrow will not find the kill, but it will be a double for Lava to close out this game. It is the ace, and it is a domination of Isras Gaming as Rainbow Seven move into a clean second place. I don't agree with that sign. The GOAT Summit, that's a bit much, but Summit has found his place already in the LLA, and it is just completely he just doesn't even care. He is crushing it right now. It is so unbelievably difficult to beat this Rainbow Seven team now. Again, they've only lost to the best team in the league, and they have taken down the second best team in Isras in convincing fashion. It is looking impossible. Like, it is looking near impossible to take down this team. They are just too dominant. They play so well together, and they know exactly how to do it for Isras. It really didn't feel like you had much of a chance there. Rainbow Seven have just crushed all of their last 3 opponents under their heels, and they have made it look damn easy. So it's getting tough. This is where it's gonna start becoming a lot of who can you beat and how close can you make it with the others, because this is a very top heavy league. Like, we've seen pretty much only 4 teams win the championship. One of those teams is Infinity, and they're pretty ass right now. The other one is Team A's. They disbanded entirely. Like, they ceased operation in almost, I'm pretty sure in almost all of their esports. They have disbanded. I'm still trying to figure out the research on this one, because it is quite complicated. It's quite complicated to find any information on this team. Like, they haven't competed in a lot, so it is very tough. And then there's Rainbow Seven, there's Isras. Those are the teams that are currently a part of the favorites to win, and Rainbow Seven just slapped Isras. And then Estro, who are very good in the regular season, good through all of the playoffs until you get to the finals, and it's just like, what do you do? It's like impossible to imagine Isurus or Estral. It's so hard to see them getting over the hump. Honestly, even though I really want them to do it, it's really hard to see them getting over the hump. And they're going to have to beat Rainbow Seven. They already beat Rainbow Seven in the regular season. They'll have to do it again, of course, to keep that top spot if they want to maintain it now that Rainbow Seven have won 3 straight series. But they got to do it in the playoffs, man. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for them to do it, and I can't wait for them to do it, of course. But it is a matter of time. We got a few weeks. We got plenty. We got 5 more weeks before that even possibly happens. But with a pair of 2-0s and a very dominating game in each, I believe it was, if I remember my brain cells, it was obviously 2-0 Rainbow Seven over Isurus to close out the day. But the first series, 2-0. It was 2-0 all nights over 6 Karma, which was, it's still weird to me that all nights 2-0 to 6 Karma. And I didn't get to talk about this, but White Lotus has either left or been released by Infinity, so we'll see who their new ADC is next week, I guess, unless they have someone already planned to take over for him. But until then, we'll figure that out in like 3 days' time. What is it? I don't even know when their next game is. Lol. I'm gonna check. They play the first game next week. They play 6 Karma in the first game next week in the battle for last place, so we'll find out who the mystery ADC is then. But with those pair of 2-0s out of the way, that is it for LLA Spring Split. Week 2, Day 3, as Rainbow Seven take second place in the league in a very dominating fashion. And, of course, thank you for watching the Kimchi Cast, or this is the Kimchi Cast, whichever one you want. I am Box Kimchi. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.